made a lot of tough decisions since I took this position, but none of them harder than this one. You saved us, but you'll kill us. I'm sorry. You're a hero, and you have to leave.
The more I hear this, the more I'm convinced that the feeling the Vault Dweller had as he walked away from the community he worked so hard to save ran parallel to that of the lead developer Tim Cain. No doubt those words echoed in his mind as he drafted his resignation while working on Fallout 2. Fallout 2 is a Sarcotic sequel. It promotes the growth of flesh, the growth of muscle. It is larger, wackier, and more unforgiving. It is undoubtedly more Fallout. It is a good game, and you should play it. But as I played, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. Sure, it has more build variety, but the first game somehow makes me more inclined to revisit it. Fallout 2 still has the charm of the first game, but that charm is muted, disjointed in some aspects. It felt like myself, somebody battling depression successfully. The flame inside was no longer concentrated bright blue, but a spread out soft red. Still alive, still burning, still shining in the dark. War may never change, but the people affected surely do.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain!
Fallout 2, a post-nuclear role-playing game, was developed by Black Isle Studios, the developer division of Interplay Entertainment. Depending on who you ask, it was either released on September 30th, 1998, or October 29th, 1998. Chris Avallone, a designer for the game, celebrates the anniversary on September 30th. The Steam page says it was released on December 1st, 1998. Okay, let's just say it was fall of 1998. Yeah, that works. Fallout 2 was released on PC in the fall of 1998 with a Metacritic score of 86 versus Fallout 1's 89. It is a trimetric computer role-playing game with a 1950s retrofuturistic post-apocalyptic art direction. It boasted nearly double the length of the first game and an improved NPC system. If you want an in-depth explanation of the mechanics, check out my video on Fallout 1. In that video, I had the Fallout at 2 mod installed, which made it pretty much the same as Fallout 2. Because I'm removing the mechanics section in this video, I'll go more in depth with Fallout 2's development. It is not an understatement to say that Fallout 2's development was shaky. The dev team only had until September 1998 to make the game, a 9 months time limit, so they were crunching all the time. On top of that, Tim Cain and 2 other lead developers on Fallout 1 left early in Fallout 2's development.
I gotta get out of here!
According to level designer Scott Everett, Fallout 2 became a deathmatch near the end. There were so many ideas that people wanted to implement and stuff the team had to get done. The game had to be 50% larger than Fallout 1. Additional map designers had to be hired. Devs from other games being made in the company, such as some from Planescape Torment, also had to help. It is no wonder the game felt disjointed when I played it. So in this video, I want to focus specifically on what led Tim Cain to leave the team, since most of the information about Fallout 2's development comes from him. Specific dates are hard to come by, so I structured this part to make more sense narratively. Well, as it turns out, Fallout 2's development story starts before Fallout 1 even shipped, as were the reasons for Tim's eventual resignation. You see, a sequel was never really in consideration for Fallout. The game wasn't designed that way. There are no major plot threads that would make a good starting point for a sequel. Even the original name for Fallout, Vault 13, didn't take into account a serial naming scheme. However, near the end of Fallout 1's development cycle, a sequel is nonetheless ordered. In December 1997, Tim Cain announced to the public that Fallout 2 was underway via a Usenet hosting. If you don't know what Usenet is, it is short for Users Network. It is like a precursor to an internet forum, but instead of having a central server, there's a bunch of interconnected yet changing sets of news servers that send messages to people's computers, if they're subscribed to a particular news forum. It's a bit more complicated than that, but we aren't here to talk about Usenet. Tim Cain was tired from all the crunch from Fallout 1, so he didn't want to join the Fallout 2 team and instead worked on a different game once Fallout 1 launched. Fred Hatch, Matt Norton, and Dave Hendy were assigned to make the pitch for Fallout 2. And, while they were working on it, Tim was busy finalizing the first game for launch. This is where the issues start, so let's push Fred and the others aside for a moment. There was a problem with Fallout 1. A big problem. A crash bug. Something in the memory was getting overwritten while the game was being played, causing it to crash. Brian Fargo, Interplay's founder, would come into Tim's office and scream at him to fix the problem.
Is it better to be feared or respected? And I say, is it too much to ask for both?
Fallout 1 was originally supposed to ship in the spring of '97, but several deadlines had been missed already. Brian gave them the final deadline of mid-September. Tim reassured him that they would fix the problem before release. If the yelling wasn't the worst part, the elusiveness of the bug was. To the devs, the crash bug seemed to happen randomly. You'd either play for 2 minutes and crash, or play hours at a time and crash. What the heck was happening? Tim had to get a contractor, Mark Harrison, to help him. Both of them worked about 14-hour workdays for 14 straight days. Mark came up with a method to find the source of the bug. He called it his bear trap, or bear claws.
This game's a fucking joke. Cut off your foot.
I've got an ID.
One claw would be named the right, and the other the check. Code in between the two would be investigated. He then would write faux data into the game's memory using a specific format that was easily identifiable. Sometime later, while running the game, he would check to see if that formatting was untouched. If the formatting did change, then between the right and check claws, something was causing the problem. He then moved one claw at a time, and if the problem was still happening, he'd move the other. If there was no change, then he'd know that they passed the source of the bug on one end. Eventually, they would hone in on it. Well, the source wasn't this big mess of characters or a completely missing chunk of code. It was a typo. A one-character typo.
All this from a slice of gabagool.
In a for loop that handled writing memory, the conditional statement used a less than and equal sign. It was supposed to use only a less than sign. Because of this, occasionally when writing data, it would write it in the wrong spot by a single line. Every day when the game was recompiled and the code was inevitably moved around, the data would write into different places. So depending on the build, the time to crash was also different. It was a simple problem with a simple fix. Just remove the equal sign. The bad code wasn't Tim's or Mark's. They knew whose it was. The problem could have been made by anyone. A new hire or even an old dog in the company. The crunch time certainly didn't lower the chances of something like this happening. So when Tim notified Brian that they fixed the problem and what it was, Brian got angry. He wanted to know who did it. Who almost jeopardized the launch of Fallout. There would be consequences.
When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
Tim didn't think a simple mistake like this warranted such a response. They identified the bug, and they fixed it on time. Nobody should be reprimanded or possibly fired because of this. So he refused to tell Brian who made the bug, and as the lead developer, took responsibility instead.
I'm not happy, Tim. Not happy.
Afterwards, descriptions of the bug and its fix was sent to quality assurance for final checks. It went through, and the game was finally shipped. Fallout 1 turned out to be a success for a B game. How do we know it was a B game? Despite Brian Fargo's and marketing's assurance to the public that it was not, Tim knew based on his experience when developing Fallout that it was. Members of the company constantly told him that they wanted him to finish developing Fallout so they could get him on a better project. There were only 1 or maybe 2 commercials for the game, so most people had to find out about it when reading the game's packaging at the store. And when Fallout was finally done, those same people who had nothing to do with the project said, "That was a great job we did on the project." This rubbed Tim the wrong way. Now let's jump over to Fred, Matt, and Dave. Well, they made the pitch to Brian. He didn't like it. Brian instead convinced Tim to make the pitch instead. He agreed. Once Fargo left Tim's office, 2 other employees next door, Leonard Boyarsky and Jason Anderson, both part of Fallout 1's devs team, told Tim they had a pitch already. A big war machine was going around the map and destroying things because war never changes, haha. Good enough. The 3 gave the pitch to Brian. He liked it, but in private, he said to Tim, "I don't see your hand in this. Did you write this pitch?" Tim told him the truth. Leonard and Jason had written it. Brian responded with, "I want you to make the pitch. I want you to be involved in the pitch. I want the humor. I want the Fallout-y vibe in this one." Tim agreed, but convinced Brian to let Leonard and Jason help him. The 3 wrote the pitch together this time, and it ended up being pretty similar to the final version in the early half of the game. Sometime between Fallout 1 and 2's development, employee review forms were sent out. Tim sat down and looked over the people he had led. When he finally came to his assistant, Fred Hatcher, he felt that Fred would be a perfect fit to lead development of the sequel. On the last line of his review, Tim wrote, "Recommended position for producer on Fallout 2. Back to the story's present, Brian Fargo wanted Tim to take the reins on Fallout 2. And much to Tim's dismay, he was moved off of his current project and forced into the lead role on the Fallout 2 team. While already unhappy, this is when Tim found out that Fred's promotion to producer had never occurred. So he went to Fargus, the president of Interplay, and made sure he knew what he was feeling. Years later, Tim found out from another coworker that the reason Fred was never made project lead was that Tim had never submitted Fred's review in the first place. Tim knew this was false, which further cemented his reasons for leaving. Tim worked with Leonard Boyarsky's art team on the box cover for Fallout 2, which apparently was great. During a marketing meeting where they showed it off, somebody from the marketing department, someone who Tim never met before at the company, said to them, "Oh no, we already have an external company doing the box cover. We are using that." Nobody on the Fallout 2 team was told.
Why wasn't I told?
And the lead of the marketing team, also present at the meeting, simply shrugged and rolled their eyes. Tim questioned this decision. Maybe they should compare theirs with the external companies. The marketing person responded with, "No, it's been decided." Tim and Leonard's team was obviously perturbed by this. When walking out of the meeting, Tim ends up bumping into Brian Fargo and tells him of what happened. Brian asks him if he wants that marketing person fired. Tim knew that would be a horrible decision and simply clarified that he just wants to be notified and involved in any decision making, just like how he was in Fallout 1's production. As Tim later found out, that chance meeting with Brian meant nothing. Multiple decisions were made without him present. A mandatory tutorial, the Temporal Trials, was put into the game. Tim asked if people could skip it if they chose to. They denied him.
No.
What about on subsequent playthroughs? Still no.
No.
The Temple of Trials would go on to be hated by many members of the Fallout 2 community. If this wasn't enough to dissuade Tim, yet another thing happened. It was common in Interplay for the producer of a game to be given a chunk of money and divided amongst the team for the end-of-the-year bonuses.
Money.
After Fallout 1 shipped, Tim was given this task. To give himself a good overview of the whole dev team and to make things more organized, he made a spreadsheet. Each column had different things: team member name, base salary, start date and end date because some were contracted. These were objective. Tim also added an extra column. How much did each person contribute uniquely to the project? This was kind of subjective. He made sure to give each person a percent range and to go over it with Fergus to get a second opinion. What this extra column meant was, if this person wasn't on the team, would it, the game, have been substantially worse? Who were the first people that came into mind? Scott Everetts, a technical artist, had mastered the world map editor. If he wasn't on the team, the game's map layouts would have been much worse. In Tim's words, he was that good.
If Scotty hadn't been on the team, we would have shipped with far less maps, or maps of far worse quality. He was that good. He was one of the quiet powerhouses I mentioned yesterday.
So he bumped Scott's percent range up. Leonard Boyarsky, also in art, came up with the whole art direction for the game. What the 50s thought the future would look like.
That one idea not only informed our art, but it involved the tone of the game, the ads, the music, everything that I think people love about Fallout, I think stems from that one brilliant idea. Leonard's went up.
Of course, some people had their percentages lowered. This was if they didn't finish stuff that needed to be done before the game launched. There was one guy in particular that didn't do a whole chunk of work, so people from other departments had to come in and finish it. What about Tim? Well, even though he was the lead dev for the game, he actually had less of a salary than the 3D artists at the time did. However, Tim started this project. For 6 months, he was alone until Jason Anderson and Jason Taylor, who left before they shipped the game, joined his team. Later on, more people started to get added. Tim also had his hand in a bit of everything, working with each team, fixing other people's bugs, etc. He understandably bumped his percent range up. So, Tim went to Fergus for a second opinion. Together, they put the final touches on the bonus allocation. They signed off on it and gave it to HR.
Here, take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take this. Take this from me. Take this from me. Take this from me right now. Take it from me. Take it from me!
This was the last time both of them saw the bonus sheet. It was around Christmas time or early January when everyone got their bonuses. Tim expected one of the highest bonuses since he was the project lead, the producer, lead programmer, designer, and worked on Fallout 1 6 months before anyone else. The bonus he received was in fact small. Tim was in the bottom third of people from what he remembered from the spreadsheet. Already unhappy with the way Fallout 2's development had been so far, he had to get to the bottom of this. The next chance he got, he went immediately to HR. After some back and forth, finally the HR person relented and told Tim who was responsible. Guess who? None other than Brian Fargo. Tim rushed to Brian's office and demanded an explanation. So, what was the reason? Actually, Brian gave two. Number one, Brian didn't agree with the reduction of bonus for one particular person, so he gave that person part of Tim's bonus. Number two, the big reason. Remember that crash bug in Fallout 1? Well, even though Tim and Mark had fixed it, because Tim refused to tell Brian who made the bug, he tanked his bonus. You said you wanted responsibility, so take it. Tim then asked him, "Is this supposed to encourage me in any way to work on Fallout 2?" Brian replied with, "Yeah, it'll encourage you to do better next time." Shocked at this response and understandably upset, Tim went home that night and immediately drafted his resignation. He sat on it for about 2 weeks before coming into work, first notifying his buddies Leonard Boyarsky and Jason Anderson, then heading directly to the company's president, Fergus Urquhart, and giving him the resignation letter. Tim gave Fergus 3 options.
I can leave that day, I can give him 2 weeks, or I can give him to the end of the month.
Fergus chose the end of the month and told Tim to talk to the executive producer. The EP told him that people would be pissed. Tim just replied with, "Okay, I cannot do it anymore. It's all in the letter. I'm done." Tim went back to his office to find that Leonard and Jason had photocopied his letter, put their names on it, and resigned as well.
You have my sword, and you have my bow,
and my ass.
People were not happy, but there was no way Tim could stay. He made an IP from scratch that he and his team, and only them, had believed in from the start. What was his reward? More crunch, more unwanted responsibility, tons of interference with people that ignored him and his team, and a shitty bonus to get him motivated. He was done. Despite this, Tim urges fans to not change their opinion on the game itself. The dev team that took over did the best they could with what they had. As it is the case with many games nowadays, it isn't the devs that are the root of the problems, it's the management. But do remember one thing, Brian Fargo was framed as the bad guy in this story. However, this is just one interpretation of it. Everyone is human, they make mistakes. We don't know all of the facts, but Brian was probably just as pressured as Tim was. There were contracts he had to keep. Money was already spent. He was stressed. He just took it out in the wrong way. And before you say, "Oh, he doesn't know how to code. He probably has never played a game in his life," that is objectively false. This motherfucker played coding tennis on an Apple II with his friend Michael Cranford in high school, until they made an adventure game named Labyrinth a Martagon. And while Fargo himself admits that he wasn't strong enough to code more complicated games like Ultima, the fact is, he still made a video game in the late 70s. Then, he did it again with The Demon's Forge in 1981. That is already more than most viewers have done. So, he does know how to code, and he does play video games. But his story is for a different time. Now, without further ado, here's the funny haha poo poo pee pee part. Spoilers for Fallout 2. Also, I'm using the Fallout 2 Restoration Project mod, which adds in some cut content. If you have seen my Fallout 1 video already, or my Deus Ex video, you know what to expect. If you don't, well, I don't tell the story in the traditional sense. I retell it with stupid skits. Not all information is exactly as presented in the game. Some elements are completely changed or added to make it funny. You will still get the general gist of the story, but I do urge you to play the game yourself.
This is to build the dream house in my imagination. What the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Give me all your money. Motherfucker, I'm naked. I have no money. Where is it? Get the thing out of my face. I'll show you just let me get changed.
Yeah, fine.
Go wait outside.
Alright.
Good thing this is my pussy. Okay. Here we go. Catch this motherfucker! Ah! And build the dream of death.
Conflict. Conflict never adapts. The end of the world occurred pretty much as we had predicted. Too many incels, not enough forums or space to go around. The proof is trivial and left up to the viewer. The reasons, as always, purely fucking stupid ones. The Earth was nearly wiped clean of life. A great gooning, an atomic ejaculate stroked by human hands, quickly raged out of control. Spears of nuclear cum rained from the skies. Continents were swallowed in white and fell beneath the sticky oceans. Humanity was almost extinguished, their spirits becoming part of the background cummification that blanketed the Earth. A loud moan fell across the planet, lasting many years. Few survived the devastation. Some had been fortunate enough to reach safety, taking shelter in great underground vaults. When the Great Gooning passed, these vaults opened, and their inhabitants emerged to begin their lives again. One of the northern tribes claims they are descended from one such vault. They hold that their founder and ancestor, one known as the Vault Dweller, once saved the world from a great evil. According to their legend, this evil arose in the far south. It corrupted all it touched, twisting men inside, turning them into fucking epic beasts. Only through the bravery of this Vault Dweller was the evil destroyed, but in so doing, he lost many of his friends and suffered greatly, sacrificing much of himself to save the world. When at last he returned to the home he got so hard to protect, he was heralded as a hero. But the one thing they loved more than a hero was to see a hero fail, fall, die trying. In spite of everything he had done for them, eventually they hated him. He was cast out, exiled. He merely thought, why bother? Forsaken by his people, he strode into the wasteland. He traveled far to the north, until he came to the Great Canyons. There he founded a small village, Arroyo, where he lived out the rest of his years. And so for a generation since its founding, Arroyo has lived in peace, its canyon sheltering it from the outside world. It is home, your home, until you've done fucked everything up. But the scars left by the war have not yet healed, and the Earth has not forgotten.
It is now that we create our character. I did an unarmed build for this game. 9 strength, 4 perception, 9 endurance, 2 charisma, 7 intelligence, 9 agility, and 7 luck. I took gifted, meant to take finesse but forgot. Finally, I named my character Brass because of brass knuckles, and pressed start. We are then met with another cutscene.
Come in, Chosen One. There are things you must know. The village's situation is crazy. The loofahs are everywhere. Withering old people, dying golf cart batteries, sick political opinions. There is hope, however, a slim hope that few know of. The old discs speak of an item called the Gnome of Eden Creation Kit. It is said it can bring life to the wasteland through mystical properties. This will be your quest if you prove yourself worthy. For that proof, you must first journey to the Temple of Trials. If you survive, come back to me, and we will talk more. Our life is in your hands, Chosen One. Prove yourself. Find the Gek. Be our salvation.
I ran into a couple problems at the start of my playthrough. First, I played through an hour of the game, completing the Temple of Trials and doing some Arroyo side quests before I realized that OBS was not recording the screen. Yeah. On the second attempt, the cutscene with the tribe elder did not run at the correct resolution, so I restarted. Yeah, okay. I think, I'm gonna get absolutely fucked because I heard melee sucks in the game, but you know, that doesn't look right. The third attempt, I got soft locked at the door in the Temple of Trials that you're supposed to blow up with the plastic explosive. I never dropped it. It exploded in my inventory, killing me. 10 seconds, and we're getting out of here. Okay. I'm a moron! I just quit.
You have died.
I reloaded, but then the explosive went off immediately, but it didn't do any damage to me. I checked my inventory, and it was in fact still there. The game didn't let me interact with it. Another explosive didn't spawn in, and the only save was the quick save I had just made, so I had to start yet another new game. Holy shit, okay, hello? What's going on? Should I pick it up again? Well, is it gonna work? No. Oh, this is the third time I've had to do this. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. On the fourth attempt, I was able to go through the Temple of Trials with no issue. After killing a bunch of giant ants and rat scorpions, we come to a locked door. Now, I already checked the containers in the area, and there was no key, so I had to lockpick it. It worked, so I progressed. Thank you. There was a bunch of the same bullshit until I got to another closed door. You can't lockpick this one. You have to blow it up with the plastic explosive I mentioned earlier. You could find this in the pot to the right just before the door. I made sure to give myself enough time before it blew up to drop it and run away. Drop, there we go, and we're running away. And there we go. We'll wait. Finally, the door was traversable and I was able to move forward. Blah, 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 more enemies, and now we get to the final area of the temple. The only thing between me and my destiny was a fellow tribe member.
Greetings, Brass. I have the honor of being your final challenge. To continue in your quest, you must defeat me in...
Let me guess. A classic fisticuffs match.
No, a battle of impressions.
Impressions?
Vocal impressions. Just one. Quick, what is the first character that comes into your mind that logically would fit into the pop culture of our timeline and totally would make canonical sense?
Mario?
Okay, Mario it is then. I'll go first. It's me, Mario! Oh fuck, you got me.
So what happens now?
I don't know. The elder didn't tell me.
Note to self. Do not make enemies with the tribe elder. After putting on the jumpsuit, we'll leave the location via cave exit directly into the village of Arroyo. Upon leaving, we get a level up. Now, just in general, I level up unarmed, speech, science, and lockpick in this game. I only ever used a gun once or twice, but that is because of shitty NPC pathing that would have loaded a different area upon going into melee range. The first thing I did was take care of these spore plants. They take a bunch of punches, but eventually they went down. Afterwards, I talked to the guy on the right, who was apparently my cousin.
Hey cousin, Big Smoke my dog right out into the hunting grounds. Morless tells me it's too dangerous. Do you think you could do it?
Yeah.
I went to the left past the cave and the tents and found myself in the hunting ground. Big Smoke was in the northwest corner past some hostile geckos and across a bridge of radioactive puddles. The dog was happy to see me and followed me. He was kind of an idiot though because he wanted to pass through the radioactive puddles, but luckily his brain cell kicked in and he crossed the bridge normally. We returned to the village and my cousin was happy to see his dog back.
Oh, my dog!
I explored around the tribe a bit before I went into the tent with a cross on it. My best guess was that it was a medical tent.
Ah, you return the spirit of the dweller to the world and bring a smile to the soul of an old man in the middle of passing a kidney stone. For this, I give you powders of healing. Remember, they sharpen the mind as they cleanse the body.
Wow, thanks!
And also will I mix the Brock flower with the Xander, root together whenever you bring both to me. May your pathways be true and your heart follow suit.
Where can I find these things?
Look up to the north, dipshit.
I returned to the hunting grounds and gathered the appropriate plants. Some are in positions that made them impossible to actually obtain. I'm back, Hakkinen.
What do you want? Chosen, my garden is well. How is yours?
Can you make me some more healing powder?
May this be of no use.
Thanks. I then made my way to the other's tent.
Congratulations, Chosen One. You have survived the Temple of Trials. Are you ready for your quest?
No.
Very well. See me when you decide. But do not wait too long.
I explored a bit more and met another tribe member.
Chosen One, you handle a spear like the Elder handles our resources. You'll be meat for the geckos in no time. I can show you a few tricks.
Alright.
You're a swift student. It looks like you've learned all I can teach you.
That was not hello, Jordan. Not hello. Back to the Elder.
Chosen One. Oh my. Your spear. Is it looking a bit bigger these days?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm ready for my quest.
Then take this flask. It is from the Holy Vault 13. Vic, a trader in Klamath, brought it to us. He may know where the vault is. You may also need some of what they call
money.
Here.
These aren't caps, though?
Caps? Oh, those old things. Nah, everyone stopped using them.
It's the first I'm hearing of this. Why make the switch?
These are shinier.
Okay.
Alright, hit the road already. You are wasting time.
How much time do I have left?
I have no fucking idea. I don't keep track of our resources, but know that you are wasting it.
Get a little pit stop in Klamath.
So the time came to leave the village of Arroyo. I said my last goodbyes and crossed the bridge. Into the wasteland I go. My first stop was east of Arroyo, Klamath. Along the way I got stopped by some rats who I punched in the eyes. Get the fuck back here. Then I arrived. The first thing I did was read the notice board in the middle of the street. There was a drawing of a Brahmin with an X on it, and the name of some guy named Tor. Like the dark web browser. There were some ads for some booze, wine, and gecko pelts. Then there was a request for somebody to take care of the rats in Trapper Town. Finally, there was a missing person notice about some person named Smiley. They were last seen going north. Next to the notice board, a dude was looking at me. So I talked to him.
Hello there.
You new here?
Yep, I'm Brass.
Brass?
Welcome, brass, to Klamath. I'm the town greeter.
Your job is to greet people?
Yep. You've now been greeted. Bye.
Wait. Here, have a tip. I want you to ask.
Thanks. What?
I want to ask you something.
What do you want to know?
I'm looking for somebody who sells some really old shit.
Old shit? Eh? I would look for Vic. He hasn't been around town in a little while. I don't know where he went. You might want to try talking to Jenny over at the bathhouse. She's pretty thick, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, she and Vic were pretty close.
Thanks.
No problem, kid. Thank you for the tip. Now old Aldo's gonna buy some spiritus.
Searched around town for the bathhouse and ran into a guy with no shirt on.
Me Tor.
Nice to meet you, Tor. That's an interesting name you've got there. How'd you get it?
Don't fuck. No. Fuck shit. Need fucking help.
How can I help you?
Fucking bug shits. Took moo milkers at night. Tor. Fucking scared. Help.
Tor?
Sure, Tor. I can help you once I find...
Fucking help Tor now, yes?
So I helped Tor defend his Brahmin from rad scorpions. By help, he meant that I do all the work for him while he and a couple others just stood there and did nothing. I employed the classic hit and run technique to lower my chances of being hit multiple times. I found a shed southwest, and inside there were some rad scorpion limbs that were fashioned kind of like fist weapons, but I couldn't use them. Anyway, Tor thanked me and I left the area. I went around Klamath, somehow ignoring the bathhouse, and went into a bar called the Golden Gecko.
Welcome to the Golden Gecko Tavern, Hotel, and Trading Post. I'm Sajag. I run the place. What can I get for you?
Patrons here don't seem to take too kindly to outsiders. How about I buy a round of drinks for everyone?
A round of piss then for the whole bar? Huzzah!
That'll be 2 gems.
All I've got is cash.
$30?
Yeah, here you go.
Thanks.
I hope everyone enjoys the piss. So, Jag, need some information.
I'll be happy to help.
Are there any settlements nearby?
A couple. There's a tribe northwest of here, but you'd already know that.
What? What would I know about that?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
Right.
Anywho, there's the den a few days southeast of here. That's the closest. And finally, there's a mining town further south down, called...
Red.
Well, more east than south, but you get the idea.
Do you know anything about what happened to the trader, Vic?
Nope. All I know is that he sells old shit, and that his shack is on the east end of town.
What about the rats terrorizing the town?
Those buggers? They've taken root in Trapper Town to the west. Why? You thinking of taking them out?
Eventually, yeah.
Good luck then.
I ended up trading with Sajag some weapons and stuff I didn't need for some money. Afterwards, I tried talking to everyone at the bar. Most of them were acting shifty, but one guy actually wanted to talk.
Oi, kid.
What?
Want to learn how to kill people with your fists?
Sure.
Good. Now watch closely.
6.5 hours later.
So all I have to do to kill somebody with my hand is to...
That's right. Aim for their eyes and violently rip them out, while simultaneously causing lethal subdermal hemorrhaging.
Sweet. Thanks, Mr. Sullivan. Here, take $10 so you can buy yourself a drink.
No, I couldn't take money from ye. It was me own pleasure to teach you what I knew. You take darn good care of yourself now. You've got real potential as a killer.
Where'd you learn how to fight like this?
That was a long time ago, when I was a wee young lad and I had a furious fighting sense in my head. Hey, to Reno, to the east. Go get him, kid. And remember, with great power comes great collaborability.
I then went straight to Vic's shack and raided his drawers. He had a Vault 13 water flask inside, which confirmed that he was the right person to talk to. Afterwards, I found the bathhouse next door and spoke to the proprietor of the establishment.
My name's Sally Dunn.
but mostly they call me Big Nose Sally. I'm not quite sure why, but I made peace with it. I'm the owner of this here bathhouse. We have a whole house full of special attended baths for you to pick from.
What type of baths do you have?
The special baths that we have available vary in cost by the amount of time that it takes to freshen up your pores and unclog your sinuses from the most heinous of histomatic hardening. We also have a dedicated team of gals that pick your nose for you.
I'm good.
Are you sure? The experience can be very fumigating.
There is another place just south of the bathhouse that I decided to check out.
Well, howdy, stranger. My name's Whiskey Bob. What's yours?
My name is Brass. Nice to meet you, Whiskey Bob.
Would you care to
pass the whiskey?
Here you go.
Thanks, partner. Now that my willy is wet, I feel that I can share a little problem I have. Hey, maybe you can help me out?
Well, that depends. What do you need?
You see, I got a side business. Moonshine. Hard enough to make you forget even the most traumatizing of experiences in the wasteland. Anyway, I have a still outside of town that needs to be fueled up with some firewood. Problem is, geckos have been caught in wind of the sugar in the process, and one bit my third leg while distilling.
You make moonshine naked?
It won't be moonshine if I was clothed, would it?
I'm not really sure you know what the origins of moonshine are. People used to distill it at night illegally to get away from cops during the Prohibition age. At least, that's what the tribe elders say.
Well, I'm too far my ways to quit now.
Something sunken cost fallacy.
Regardless, I need someone to refuel that still for me. Think you'd be up for it?
Fuck it, why not?
Great. Just make sure you do it by tomorrow, or else the hooch will go bad sitting there.
So I set off to help this guy's moonshine operation. When he meant south, I thought I had to go into the world map and move south that way. I was wrong. So I reloaded and found out that I missed a loading zone at the bottom of Klamath. He said south. Where? Oh. Whiskey Bob wasn't kidding. There were geckos everywhere. I tried to sneak to the shack, but got caught. Then I cleared out the area immediately surrounding the shack and went inside. It smells a bit funky in here. Luckily, there was firewood just laying inside, which I used to fuel the distiller. Now that the job was done, I headed back to Whiskey Bob to tell him the good news, fighting some more geckos along the way. I refueled your still.
Thanks! Here's $50. Got any questions I can answer for you?
Yeah, actually I do. What's with that funky smell in the shack?
It's the secret ingredient. You know, the sugar. Don't worry about it.
I don't like what you're implying.
I said don't worry about it.
Well, would you happen to know where Vic went?
Last I heard, he went south to the den.
Oh, nice. You wouldn't happen to know where to find a Gnome of Eden creation kit?
I think I read an ad about that on some newspaper.
Really? Then you must...
But then I used the same newspaper to wet my ass. Any information on it is gone. Sorry.
Well, that's shitty luck. I wonder what this person knows.
Hi, name's Arden Buckner. Did you see a trapper named Smiley outside of town?
No, sorry. I did hear he was missing, though.
Yes, he is. You see, I finally convinced him to settle down with me, but he wanted to go on a quest.
A quest?
Yeah, a quest. He wanted to figure out where all these damn golden geckos came from. It's been 2 weeks and I haven't heard from him.
I'll look for him for you.
You will? Thank you. Here, let me mark where he said he was going on your map.
Everyone in here seems talkative.
My name's Maida Buckner. I take care of trading and drinks here. What will it be for you, friend?
I have some questions.
Ask away, but be quick about it.
Do you know how to get a Gnome of Eden creation kit?
The only way I know how to create a Gnome of Eden is by pulling yourself up by your bootstraps and doing some hard work. That's something you tribals just don't seem to understand. But I guess that's the difference between us civilized folk and yourselves.
Boomer rhetoric and racism. Name a more overpowered roguelite synergy. Please tell me, oh enlightened one, how to be civilized like yourself.
Wow. You are actually going to hear me out? I only say that because I don't like talking to people. Well, ask away.
I see you have a tribal here, other than myself. Why?
Sulik? Well, he's working here because he got drunk after realizing his sister got sold into slavery. He destroyed some of our property and didn't have the money to pay us, so he's working for us until he does. He is not a slave. We don't have slaves here in Klamath, only indentured servants.
What's the difference?
Slaves don't have rights from the start. Indentured servants sign away their rights and work off their debt until they are free.
Next you'll tell me that the Confederacy only went to war because of states' rights and not slavery.
I am well aware of where you are going on this. Let's speed this up, shall we? Next time you say, "Oh, did you ever check which states' rights they were protecting?" Then I'll say, "Oh, whatever do you mean?" Then you'll say, "That's right, the state's right for people to own slaves." We've all heard that one before. Get better, material.
Damn, I thought I had a gotcha moment there.
Well, I never said I didn't agree with your point. I don't like the whole practice of servitude myself, so I actually made it possible for Sulik to pay off his debt. He's actually really close to doing so.
Really? How much does he need to pay off?
About $350.
Out of?
$500.
That's not even halfway. Thought you said he was almost there.
Well, I never said there weren't multiple options he could take to erase his debt.
Ew. Well, if I had $350 to pay off his debt, would you let me?
Yes. It's not like I'd be lonely and sad without him or anything.
I'll be back. Do you mind if I talk to him?
Go ahead. I don't care.
What can Ree and I do you for?
Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Ree and I know many things. Travel from Great Saltwater, home of the Momo Tabernables, to the home of the biting lizards.
Why did you travel here?
Trader named Vic supposed to be here. He be saying he know about slavers. Slavers got my sis. We show up, didn't peep the horror. Spirits of anger and chaos pop out. Got absolutely knackered. Now we have to pay some dollary dues to make it right.
Listen, brother. I'll be willing to get you out, but I just need about $15 more. Once I get it, I'll come straight here. Would you be willing to travel with me?
If you be going south to the den, I'd be with you.
Perfect. Well, I acted like I'd need to leave to get the money, but all I did was trade 2 bottles of whiskey to Maida for $20. Now I have enough.
You have enough to pay for Sulik's debt now?
Here's $3.50. Great. Now I only have $5.
Grab me bone and suck me marrow. I'm free!
Sulik is a melee weapon focused follower, so he comes with a sledgehammer and a leather jacket for some damage reduction. Unfortunately, if you do give him a ranged weapon, there is no option to make him stay purely ranged. Eventually, he is going to pull out a melee weapon. Followers are interesting in Fallout 2 because they have a chance to level up when you do. Depending on the follower, they have differing amounts of tiers to upgrade their abilities. Sulik has 6 tiers or stages. However, there's a bug that prevents followers from ever reaching stage 6, so for all intents and purposes, Sulik can only get to stage 5. Anyway, Sulik and I explored the northwest of town. Here we found a downed vertibird with a Mr. Gutsy protecting it. I thought it may be too much to handle at this point, so I went back into town and healed up as much as I could, then ended my first session. 6 days later, IRL, I went back into the game and decided to take on the Mr. Gutsy. It took a bunch of punches in the sensors, but I destroyed it without taking much damage. I checked the vertibird for loot, and there was a yellow reactor keycard in it. There wasn't much I could do with it right now, so I put it away for later. At this point, I decided to try and save Smiley out north, so I left town and went to the Toxic Caves marker on the world map. Upon my arrival, I was immediately attacked by a gecko. Matter of fact, the whole place was crawling with geckos and their eggs. This was definitely the source of the gecko problem. Sulik and I slowly continued forward until one of the paths became blocked by radioactive goop.
What's this icky paint-like goop? It's moving!
Now, boys, catch Master Mario!
We decided to take a different path, and it turned out it was covered in goop too. I had no choice in the matter, so we crossed the path and tried healing any damage we took. On the other side, behind a closed door, was the man I was looking for.
Hello there, stranger. People call me Smiley. I'm sure glad to see you. I thought I was gonna die here for certain. I'm hurt too bad to get past these lizards on my own.
Come with me if you want to live.
There was an elevator here that I thought could allow us to make an easy escape. However, I didn't have enough science to make it work. I guess we will have to do this the hard way. Well, let's just say it didn't go too well. My first attempt went pretty badly.
No. Come on, Sulik. You can do it. No! No.
In my second attempt, I told Sulik to stay put where he was. Way here. I got Smiley to follow, and then we crossed the ooze. Okay. Whew. I was about to die, so I took some healing powder. However, it wasn't enough, and I died at the last step this time. I don't think that's gonna cut it.
You have died.
In my third attempt, I got Smiley, and this time made sure to make use of the first aid and doctor skills to heal up as much as I could before crossing the final ooze puddle. After about 2 or 3 minutes of spamming the skills, Smiley and I crossed and...
No.
It worked. I brought Smiley to the entrance and leveled up. I returned to Klamath and talked to Arden, who gave me $100 as thanks. I then asked her about Tor, his Brahmin, and the bug parts I found. She suspected that the Duntons, the 2 men that were standing there watching me fight the rat scorpions earlier, wore the parts as a costume to scare Tor and provoke the attacks. I decided to investigate this issue a little more and went to that metal shack next door to speak to them.
You here to barter for some of our world-famous Dunton's dry meat?
Well, found these rat scorpion claws with straps and buckles that look like they can be worn as a costume by Tors. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
No, I don't know nothing, not a thing.
Really? Well, I think you're lying, you crazy son of a bitch.
I am not crazy! I know Tor planted those claws. I knew it was left for me. One claw after another, as if I could ever make such a mistake. Never. Never. I just couldn't prove it. He covered his tracks. You got that idiot at the barn to lie for him. You think this is something? You think this is bad? This chicanery? He's done worse. That coconut. Are you telling me that a man just happens to fall like that? No. He orchestrated it. Tor. He cummed into a coconut. And I saved him. I shouldn't have. I took him to my own farm. What was I thinking? He'll never change. He'll never change. Ever since he was 9, always the same. Couldn't keep his hands out of the dry rub. But not our Tor. Couldn't be our precious Tor. Stealing the blind. And he gets to be a Brahmin farmer? What a sick joke. I should have stopped him when I had the chance. And you have to stop him, you...
Hey, look. I gained karma. That means I was right and I am completely justified in my decision to murder people. The next best thing is that they dropped some spiked knuckles. A nice upgrade to my fists in their current state. I did some more trading, then finally decided to travel to the den. I was told by multiple people that the den is a hive of shady individuals, that it allows slavery and drugs are rampant. Well, they weren't wrong. It is a dark and scary place, but as long as you don't wrong anybody, you'll be fine. The first place I entered was a bar called Becky's.
Hi there. I'm Rebecca, Becky for short. Can I get you something to drink? I'm sure you're thirsty after your trip through the wastes. We got whiskey, wine, and some of that classic Nuka-Cola formula.
Classic formula? What makes it classic?
It's laced with the funny white stuff and bits of iodine 123. People used to use this shit in thyroid test. They liked it so much, they put it in the original formula for Nuka-Cola. Gave it a nice metallic taste, and it's a jump start to your day.
I'm assuming the radiation is what caused them to make the switch to the current formula?
You said it. It's no surprise that Americans and portion control don't go well together.
I think I'll skip a drink, but I do wonder if you know a merchant by the name of Vic. I'm looking for him.
I know Vic. Metzger got him locked up. I'm not sure why, though.
Who the hell is Metzger?
You came to the den and don't know who Metzger is?
Apparently, he's not important enough for anybody at Klamath to mention him. Name like Metzger sounds evil.
Well, he's a slave master.
Not surprised.
He's on the east side of town. Hard to miss. His tongue is rolled into the back of his throat. Sounds like a fucking frog.
Thanks for the warning. I explored a bit and ran inside this house that looked like it had a whole gang in it.
Hi.
You must be here to see Laura.
Yeah.
Name's Laura. I run this gang. What are you doing here?
Oh, you know, just hanging around.
If you didn't come to the den for a specific reason, you should probably leave. It's not safe around here.
Actually, do you have any work? I need some money.
Maybe. It depends on what you are good at. There's something I'm curious about. If you can figure out what it is, I'll pay you quite a bit.
What is it?
There is a church east of here. Metzger has some geriatric nematodes guarding it. If you can find out what's inside without hurting anyone, I'll give you $200.
Alright, I'll do it. The church could wait until I figured out where Vic was. I headed to the Slavers Guild in the east of town.
Looks like meat is back on the menu, boys. Welcome to the Slavers Guild. We tailor our stock in accordance with our customers' whims. Our catchphrase is, we shall never deny a guest, even with the most ridiculous request. My name's Aiden. Now, you here on business, or you just gonna stand there and drool at the merchandise?
You realize this place is every isekai slop fan's wet dream, right?
A fact we are very proud of.
I see. What exactly does your guild do?
In case you've forgotten, here's how things work. We capture the merch, you pay for the merch, then the customer gets the merch. We do this for 40 more years, and then we go to hell.
Sorry for wanting a succinct explanation. Jeez.
Well, you have any other inquiries?
Genius.
Do you happen to know a guy named Vic?
The merchant guy, right? Oh, he's fucked.
What happened?
He pissed Metzger off. Fucked up his salami radio or whatever. Filled it with beans. Thought it would reduce the noise or something like that. I don't know what he was thinking. Just cover parts of it with aluminum foil, make a Faraday fucking frittata. Anyway, you thinking of buying him?
You could say that.
Well, you should probably talk to Metzger himself. He doesn't usually sell to the public. He has his hands full with customizers that belong in a radioactive waste disposal unit. They're fucking nasty. I bet it smells like onions in their little gooner gazebos out in the wasteland.
I'll go talk to him then. Where is he?
In that room, back there behind me.
Time to see Metzger.
What in the frumentarius fuck do you want, cornboy? This is the Slavers Guild, not some house for you Fragoric fucks.
About Vic.
He's the one that specializes in vault technology. Or so he says, fucking fribby. Hey, he is my property now. I got him for 3 lifetimes. 3 lifetimes of playtime. He's going nowhere.
Would it be possible for me to see him?
What for, fringe face? Ah, fuck, my colostomy bag ripped. Ugh. Never mind. Just don't keep him from fixing that damn radio whatever he's fucking with. He better fix it soon. I'm sick of feeding his Faustian ass.
Time to see Vic.
Hey, you Escherichiac bacterium. What the fuck do you want?
Do you mind if I talk to Vic?
Oh yeah, sure, here you go. Let me get the door for you.
Thanks.
God damn it! This CRT refuses to function properly. Ow! God damn it! Who left the plug in? Would you tell him I can't... Wait. Who are you? You're not a slaver. What are you doing here?
Can you tell me where Vault 13 is?
You must be from Arroyo if you have that used jumpsuit on. I could tell you. But you'll probably need to get me out of here first.
I don't know, man. Everyone I've talked to says you're fucked.
Listen, I've got to get this ham radio fixed. If you can help me do that, then maybe we can reason with him.
Dude, there's beans in there. That's your problem.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bitch, look.
I don't see it.
Okay. I'll get your parts. Where can I find them?
There's an old radio in my shack.
Radio Shack.
In my shack back in Klamath that has exactly what I need. You've been to the Duntons?
Killed them.
Killed them? No matter. Their dry rub tasted like shit anyway. My shack is just east of there.
I'll go look for it. Come on, Sulik. Let's go back to Klamath and help this bean bozo get his parts. We left the den for Klamath. It was a quick trip with no encounters. I had already been to Vic's shack before, so I went straight there. There were no parts in the front, so I tried the back. Well, it turned out the door was locked. I tried pick-locking it to no avail. Then I noticed the door had an armor class, so I tried beating the shit out of it with Sulik's sledgehammer. Well, apparently I couldn't even put a scratch on the door. Well, this blows. Instead of running back to the den, I decided to see if I could finish anything up here. I went west and found Trapper Town.
It's a trap!
I went into the side of the building with the barber blade ad on it and spoke to the person inside. Lemony Snickets, it's Sliminy Pickets.
Hello there, friend. Nice of you to visit all of us here. My name's Slim Pickett. I talk for Trapper Town.
Name's Brass. What do you mean, talk for Trapper Town? Is everyone mute?
Precisely.
Oh. Why did they call this Trapper Town?
For legal and social reasons, I can't tell you. But just know that it's fucked up. Anyway, we've got our hands full with some rats to the north. Had to barricade the door leading over there.
Rats? They're that bad?
Oh, they're bad alright. They attack people on sight, multiplying like they're about to hand in an application to Lady Death herself advocating for the start of a new plague. The droppings are everywhere. They've even glued our porn mag shut. Never mind the smell. God, it's like the New York City subway in there. They taste fucking delectable though. Add a little xander root and a sprinkle of grated mushroom from your used underwear. Delish. Shit, just talking about it makes me hungry.
Interesting. Tell me more about the attacks.
People have been disappearing at night. Just the slow and sick for now. Idiots don't think to cook them. They just bite into their head like that fucker from Nosferatu 2024. All that's left are the eyeballs. At least that's all we find in the morning. It's like they run the rats through a fucking meat grinder. I've also heard talk about some giant rat that makes all of the rules. They always seem to find some kind of trouble to get themselves into.
Maybe I can do something about it.
Well, okay, here's the key. Just don't go stirring up too much trouble back there. Make sure you close the door behind you. Once one of those fucking rats gets over here, it's game over, man. Game over.
I used the key to open up the door and I made sure to close it behind me. Time to play Exterminator. It took about 5 minutes to clear out the first floor. Then I found a ladder to the basement. Basement took me 7 minutes to clear out. I looked around and didn't find any more rats, so I ran all the way back to Slim to give him the okay. Somehow, he knows that I haven't taken care of all of them, which is confusing because he wasn't there with me. Anyway, I went back to the basement and ran around like an idiot for another couple minutes before I found another ladder. Oh, it's right fucking there. Oh, fucking goddamn it. I thought that was like a rack. The darkness and the perspective of the camera hid it from me initially. I had to physically inch close to my screen to see it. Now that I was in the second basement, what about the second basement? I went about clearing the rodents. Holy fuck, it's the Rat King.
I'm the giant rat that makes all of the...
Oh, I got him. That was gonna be much worse. Well, that was anticlimactic. The rest of this floor had pig rats to take care of. They are easy as long as you aim for their eyes. I found some dynamite. Ooh. Then use it to blow up a door blocking my path. I thought about using the dynamite on Vic's door, but decided against it. I could buy some more later, and there might be some sort of treasure here.
You have died.
I mean, good thing I quick saved it. I did set the timer right. I didn't press like cancel. Oh. Well, that answers that question. The door blew up and I went up the ladder. It took me to the other side of the fence in Trapper Town. Here there was a broken down car called a Highwayman. I looted it for a fuel cell regulator, which I had a feeling I would need later. I tried to repair the thing, but it fell apart. Looks like we won't be driving this one anytime soon. I explored a bit of this side and then backtracked through the basement and back into town. Slim thanked me for the help, and I went along my merry way back to the den to speak to Vic. Since the cathedral was on the way, I first tried to do that job Laura gave me.
What are you looking at, Baldy McBald fuck?
What do you want, bitch boy?
Metzger sent me.
What the hell for?
He just wanted me to check if the stuff was still here.
It's not like it's gonna grow legs and run out of here.
Dude, you live in a nuclear wasteland. Of course it could.
Good point. Go on in.
The containers all housed various chemicals, probably for making drugs or something. Went back to Laura to report my findings.
So, what did you find?
Just chemicals.
Oh, that makes sense actually. I'm a fucking idiot. Here's your money.
Thanks. Why does housing chemicals make sense?
Some caravans from Vault City come in, and then some of it gets transferred to New Reno.
And?
New Reno is the chem capital around here. They must get the raw materials from somewhere. so it looks like they are getting at least a portion of it from Vault City.
Do you have any more jobs?
Yeah, this one is only worth $50, but will take no time at all to accomplish.
Hit me.
Can you ask Metzger if he'd be okay if Tyler and I beat the shit out of each other? He'll understand what I mean.
Even I understand what that means. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
I went to Metzger.
Oh, jeez, what now?
Hey, Laura wanted me to ask you for permission to beat the shit out of Tyler.
What the fuck crawled up her ass and expanded? I gave that bitch a chance a while back. Didn't think she had the pussy to try this.
So it's okay?
Whatever.
Back to Laura.
So, what did he say?
He said yes. If you win, you can have their job, like before.
Fuck yeah, here's your cash. I'm gonna put my whole pussy into this. Actually, if you could find us a weakness, and he's gone.
Now to talk to Reznov. You bean-boozled me, Vic. The door where the parts are located is locked.
Why didn't you just unlock it?
I don't have the key.
You don't? I thought I gave it to you.
Nuh-uh. What kind of material did you make it out of? I can't even break it down with a sledgehammer. It just bounces right off.
Oh, that would be my patented bean compressed bean concentrate.
What?
Very hard and sturdy material. And if there's any weathering, the shavings taste good when dissolved in water.
Just give me the damn key, man.
I don't have it.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Well, I guess you aren't getting out of here anytime soon.
Wait, don't leave me.
I wanted to eventually kill all the slavers in here, but I held off for a little while. Hey, I recognize that emblem. It's the Brotherhood of Steel. This must be those research stations that the Fallout 1 end slides talked about.
Hello, Brass. Well, you've certainly come a long way from the simple tribesman.
You're acting like you know me already.
I do, but you don't know me. You should visit our new California Republic office sometime. You might find it rewarding. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Wait, just...
Nope.
Really?
Shut...
Wow, he was pretty rude and totally not suspicious. I walked to the west part of town and found a junkyard.
Sir, can you help a poor wee man down on his luck?
So I'm gonna pay you $100 to fuck off.
It looks like there's another Highwayman here, and it's in better shape than the others. Yo.
Hello there, young fella. What can old Smitty Webbin Manjensen do for ya?
What do you do here in this old trash heap?
Mostly I just watch over all this old junk. If you stare hard enough and inhale the rusty fumes, you can cultivate yourself and unlock your potential. They don't call me the #1 repairman for nothing.
Right. You got anything worth something?
There is one thing.
And what's that?
Why, it's none other than this Chrysalis Motors Highwayman. They used to say, nothing can stop a Highwayman. It has analog systems, electronics, a computer, and 700 horsepower. It goes 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 0.6 seconds. Not as fast as the Corvega, mind you. But at least it comes with a built-in microwave.
Wow. Does it run?
Absolutely not. But I could fix it and sell it to you if you'd like. I just need a fuel cell controller. If you can get me one, I would sell it for 2,000. I'll even install the computer so it runs right. I am the #1 repairman after all.
Well, hang on. I just picked up this component from another broken down Highwayman over in Trapper Town.
Let me take a look at that. Ah, what you got here ain't a fuel cell controller. It's a fuel cell regulator. It'll help optimize the MPC. Miles per cell, but won't get the thing running. Keep it on you until you find the regulator.
Alright, I'll go find that thing then. Another task to put on our to-do list. But if we get this thing running, it'll make traveling so much more faster. Mom's Diner. I wonder what this place is about.
We call this home.
I hope you get to know us.
Hi.
Why the long face?
Oh, nothing really. Just sometimes I get thinking about my mom and Kat. I miss them so very much.
Kapusi.
Yeah, Lexi. Short for Almalexia. She was such a sweet cat. I really don't feel like talking about it. Well, unless you'd like to buy me a drink. That might help.
Of course. I would love to hear about it.
Alright, cluckfuck. I heard there used to be cats that ate man meat like you for breakfast. They also had a hankering, a hunger for the double beef. They used to eat the head off one and watch the other mourn the loss before eating the head off that one too. Shit's freaky and disturbing.
The kind of furball I'm talking about, you antiquated ignoramus, is a tiny, unassuming creature. Bigger than a rat, but smaller than a dog. Some are fluffy, like my Lexi, but others have short hair. I could just squeeze the life out of one that I could.
Really?
They like to be pet like a dog does, but cats make this wonderful, relaxing sound when you pet them. They vibrate like your mama's favorite toy, too. But while one is used for pleasure, this animal is used for nothing but pure love. This one resonates and heals your body and soul. But you? No. You perforate my spirit with that fashion sense of yours.
Strange.
Lexi always used to help me go to sleep at night. I think of her every night when I try to go to sleep.
Sounds nice.
I had her when I was a kid, but she disappeared. I didn't know then what happened to her. I was too young and stupid to comprehend the events around me. All that I knew is that I had lost.
Why?
Well, food was awfully scarce back then.
Scarce?
God fucking damn! Food was awfully scarce back then, and you know what they say. A motherfuckers has got to eat. It's quite sad, really.
What?
People would hunt them because they were such easy prey. None of them are around anymore because of it. If you search hard enough, you'll probably find fur coats laying around. That's how you know they were desperate.
You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. It's a jungle out there.
Those that were hunted were the wild ones, but I'm sure that's what happened to mine. Now I know why Mom always kept a close eye on her.
I'm sorry.
It makes me anhedonic just thinking about it.
Well, bye.
The ever-increasing void in my soul is nearing an event horizon, but I am afraid of what happens to the self if the egotistic barrier breaks and it collapses inside.
This lady looks nice.
Hello there. My name's Mom, and I run this place. Got the best food north of New Reno, too.
People call you Mom?
My real name is Momentosone.
My parents were dermatologists.
But some drunk called me Mom one day, and it stuck. So please, call me Mom. There's no shame in it. However, only a select few have the privilege of calling me
Mommy.
You've got it, Mom. Got anything to eat?
I've got a 3-course meal. First, a kapusi salad made with Brahmin cheese and topped with a mudfruit-based drizzle. Following that is a Deathclaw Royale, a dish with fried Deathclaw claw, holding up a hard-boiled Deathclaw egg in a presentable fashion. People do seem to love cartilage. Finally, we have dessert, a mudfruit butter pie fresh from the oven.
Fuck, man. Really?
No, not really. I'm sorry. We just have rat pie, rat loaf, and spaghetti.
Aw, man. I'm not really in the mood for rat. I guess I'll have the spaghetti.
It has rat sauce.
Fine, whatever.
You have quite an appetite there. I love to see a motherfucker eat. Will that do it for you?
Think so. But can I ask you something?
Mom? What did you want to talk to Mom about?
Have you heard of a vault anywhere? I'm looking for Vault 13.
Well, now, there's a Vault City a ways east of here, and a little north.
Thanks. Gotta get going. See ya, Mom.
Stay safe, dear. Oh, and by the way, next time you visit, try ordering the Mommy Special.
I felt that I was done with the den for now, but I had a couple of choices of where to go. My main points of interest were the Umbra Tribe, where Sulik originates from, and Vault City. I decided to go to the tribe all the way to the southwest. Along the way, I had an interesting encounter with a group of people in power armor. One was huge. They looked like they were threatening a family.
Come on, old man. I don't have time for this. I'm about to miss the rerun of Columbo back at base. You will come with us.
Leave us alone. I will never support the cause of your superiors. I want to live.
Ugh. Dude, I will not ask you again. Come now, or prepare for unforeseen consequences.
I would rather. Oh!
Oh, sorry, my finger slipped.
No, bro. You just saved us a frame. Now we gotta hop on that bus. Oh. Shit happens.
Works for me.
Psst. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't disturbing. Anyway, we continue our journey through the wasteland to the Umbra Tribe, getting in a couple encounters with the local wildlife. Who are these guys?
You are just in time to witness the blessings of the goddess of the sea.
Who?
Does he know? He doesn't know?
He doesn't know?
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Wait. We should enlighten him.
There's two of them.
We should enlighten them.
Great idea, Jeffrey.
Thanks, Gary. Oh, unenlightened ones, after a bountiful harvest, we give tribute to the goddess of the sea, that she might watch over and protect us. Every year, she has rewarded our piety by sending spears on the tide as a sign that she is watching over us.
We'd be very interested in seeing the spirit of yours.
I agree with this sentiment.
Look to the seas and gaze upon its rustic beauty, its iridescent glow bathing us in the light of creation and destruction. Such power becoming of the goddess.
You're doing a great job so far, Jeff.
Thanks, Mike. Now, to summon the goddess of the sea, we must say a prayer in our mother tongue.
Mother tongue?
We heard of this. Spirits say it a return to values lost.
Are you ready, my brothers?
You're ready.
Engage ritualistic chant.
Sulik?
And return to monkeys.
What the hell? What the fuck is that?
Lady Goddess has arrived.
She's here.
Pray, brothers and friends, pray. Hey, guys.
Did you know that in terms of male human and female
Some female Pokemon greetings.
Sulik, we have to leave now.
Not only are they in the field 8, which is mostly comprised of
Well, boys,
they
guess that pussy isn't going to fucking sell.
Oh!
So I arrived at the Umbra Tribe and was given a warm welcome by some rad scorpions, rats, and a ghost girl. Never thought I'd see a ghost in Fallout, like an actual ghost, not the ghost from Dead Money. But I couldn't really communicate with her at first, so I decided to continue on. Sulik and I then arrived at the tribe proper.
This here be our village. We and I go speak with our fuck buddies.
Alright. I tried to talk to some people that wanted nothing to do with me because I was an outsider. In the medical tent to the east, somebody actually wanted to converse.
I'm Crom, the head warrior of this tribe in Margaritaville. Who are you, and what brings you here?
I'm Brass of Arroyo. I'm on a holy quest to save my village, Arroyo, from certain destruction.
Ah yes, Arroyo, one of the northern tribes, but what of this certain destruction you speak of? Your village is well fortified by the Morse family, is it not? Surely you can defend against enemy tribes and raiders.
It's not an outside force that threatens us. My tribe is dying from within. We suffered from a severe and a continued lapse of judgment. It seems my village is doomed to wither and die unless if I can find the holy Gek in time.
Ah, a gnome of Eden creation kit. I've read of them in the sacred texts. It's unfortunate that your tribe has fallen on hard times, but it's foolish to place all your hopes on finding some magical artifact from before the great gooning. Are you sure your tribe didn't send you on a fool's errand simply to be rid of you?
Listen, I successfully conquered the Temple of Trials not once, but twice, and earned the highly respected title of the Chosen One. That's why I've been given this quest, because I proved myself to be the most qualified. Now, are you going to tell me about the Gek, or are you just going to be stringing me on like the Star Citizen developers do to their fan base?
Just another one of the old one's lazy, fantastical baubles, meant to replace the tried and true method of man toiling against the unforgiving conservative pipeline that is old age, forging his own existence through sweat and blood, pulling themselves up by their bootstraps. But if you truly believe such a device is your only hope, then I suggest you seek out the old one's underground vaults. I've traveled
far,
but I've never found one myself. But then, I wasn't exactly looking.
What were you looking for?
A piece of literature that I've only seen mentioned on forum posts on burned-in computer monitors from before the Great Gooning. People of old used to call it 177013. A cipher of sorts. An address. To locate this work and read it would be akin to opening Pandora's box. But man strives to taste the forbidden fruit, and I am man. They've toted it as not just a piece of literature, but an experience.
I see. But my village elder is certain that finding the Gek is the best chance we've got. That's what I've been tasked with. So, that's what I intend to do. Anyway, thanks for the tip.
You're a stubborn one. By the gods, I think I could get to like you. While you're here, perhaps you could assist us with a thing or two. What do you say?
Sure. What would you like me to do?
I'm to meet with one of them damned civilized traitors soon. A heckin' one-eyed chonker of a man, who I trust about as much as an armor trimmer in RuneScape. He's not wronged us yet, but I've got a feeling about our next meeting. Or that's just the ghost pepper I ate earlier.
Why do you think he aims to deceive you?
When last we spoke, he boasted he'd be bringing me something truly miraculous, and that I'd be wise to haul all the golden gecko hides I could carry to the meet. I don't know what his miracle item is, but it's likely some civilized trinket that he'll hope I'll be ignorant enough to pay more than it's worth. That's why I'd like you to make the trade.
Why me?
Because you're my kin, a fellow tribal as they call us. Yet I can tell you've had recent experience with the civilized world. If he tries to pull something, you'd be more likely to spot it than me. Besides, I've got a good feeling about you, and I've learned to trust my gut.
May the villages in Margaritaville join hands in prosperity. Let's go.
So there I was, ready to peddle my latest batch of goods. Prob came with his golden gecko pelts like I had asked, but an unforeseen variable showed up. Some bald guy with a vault suit. Well, no matter. He looks just as tribal as the others. This will be a piece of cake, and if anything happens, my bodyguards will take care of it. So Crom here says I'm to do business with you today. Folks call me One Ball Roy, but I can't for the life of me figure out why. What's your name, friend?
Brass. Now let's get this shindig going. I've got a quest to go on.
Not one for conversation, huh? Alright, down to business then. Wait until he sees this! Tell me, friend, have you ever heard of a little thing called Zyme?
Yeah, it's pretty common. What of it?
He knows about it? No, surely he's bluffing. Well, I wouldn't say they're common, but they're certainly coveted by us civilized folk, and for good reason. You see, these guys contain magical hallucinatory powers that will suck your dick and blow your mind.
Big claims from an upstanding citizen. Now, how about you back it the fuck up with the source?
What?
Take the drug.
Shit! How do I get out of this? Oh, I know. Warren? Come here, take the damn Zyme.
Don't mind if I do.
Holy shit, he actually did it.
Saved! I assure you, friends, the combat Warren's modes are quite genuine. You can see this is no trick. Now just imagine the testosterone advantage having Zyme would give you over your rival tribes. And unlike that healing powder you fellas like to brew up, the Zyme does not cause cardiac arrest. In fact, this little wonder is without side effects. Besides the post-nut clarity that comes with our hormones, mind you. But I know what you're thinking. They must cost a fortune, right?
Oh no, I'm gonna have to break my gecko bank. Where?
Wrong.
Cause I like you. I'm practically giving them away for nothing.
Brass, I think we should do it. How much?
Bingo! I reeled them right in. This bad boy has about 50 vials of Zyme in it, and all I ask in return is a measly 20 gecko pellets. You just can't beat a deal like that.
Let's do it.
Wait, Crom. So that vial was authentic. Big deal. That doesn't mean the rest of the merchandise wasn't tampered with. Mind if I take a look at it?
Shit! Fuck! Of course! They're in this crate next to me.
Alright, let's see here. There are 50 vials.
Shit!
I don't see anything wrong.
Right! So are you going to buy them or not?
One sec. Let me just apply one more manner of investigation.
What the fuck is he doing over there?
Okay, I'm ready to give my answer.
Ooh, great! My 50 vials of Zyme for your 20 gecko pelts. Deal?
No deal. I said no deal.
What?
They're fake. The Reddit forums confirm it.
You little shit! Cheater! Degenerates like you belong on a cross!
Whatever, man. Cry about it.
Come on, boss. Let's get out of here.
You think you can get away with this? You and that stupid jumpsuit of yours? I'll have you know, I graduated top of my class in the Chiropractic Guild, and I've been involved in numerous secret scams of the general public, and I'm with 300 confirmed customers. I'm trained in guerrilla marketing, and I'm the top scoundrel in the entire post-nuclear wasteland. You are nothing to me but another tribal. I will scam you the fuck out with my new ability, the likes of which has never been seen before on this earth. Mark my fucking words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me in person? Think again, fucker. As we speak, I'm contacting my secret network of...
You know, I don't blame you for not making the trade. I had a bad feeling about that deal as well. I admit that Zyme would have proven fun, but we've been jacking off without him and we'll continue to do so. Now, you're welcome to stay among us and treat our tribe as your own. However, I may call on your aid again in the future. Thanks for your help.
My pleasure. Now to speak to the Umbra Tribe's elder. The guard in front of the tent let me in.
We are most grateful for your services, Wanderer. The spirits, they have much to say about you. Much indeed. Tell me, what brings you to our village?
I'm looking for two things. One is a missing woman. She's the sister of my friend, Sulik.
Sulik? One of our best men. Equally skilled at the art of the MILF hunt, and the art of communing with boner spirits. He left us to find his sister, Karisu, who never returned from a nearby tribe. Tell me, child, where is Sulik now?
He's here, just outside.
It is good to hear that Sulik is well. We were worried he got into trouble.
You have a right to be worried. He did get into trouble. I saved him.
What happened to dear Sulik?
Extensive property damage. He couldn't pay it back. Became an indentured servant. I paid his debt off.
Bless you, child. So his sister is still missing. She too is a member of our tribe.
She was captured by slavers. I've offered Sulik assistance in locating her. Do you know anything that might help us in the search?
The slavers are led by a man with that thing, a dark soul, Metzger.
Metzger? Aw, damn. We were just there. I guess I do have to kill everyone.
You could always join them instead.
I'm sorry. Are you advocating for slavery?
Hey, Woman, it's just a suggestion. Chill out. I'm just suggesting to join them temporarily to gain access to their goods. You can free her that way.
Every one of those guys has this stupid golden crest on their foreheads in the shape of a bull. I don't think that's a great idea, lest I be hated everywhere else.
Indeed. Well, how do they say it now? It would still make for great content.
Sorry, no.
Then you'll just have to kill them.
Yep.
So, is there anything else you want to ask me about?
Yes, actually, yeah. Do you know anything about the Holy Gek? I'm on a quest.
The Holy Gek. There is a creature that we sometimes hunt. Sometimes it hunts us. A gecko. No. Since that's not what you seek, I'm afraid your Holy Gek is beyond my ken.
Damn, well, thanks for trying, I guess. See ya. Unfortunately, we didn't get much info from him. Let's see what's going on with this guy next to that rundown well.
What do you want?
That well looks like it needs some work.
Yeah, no shit. I dropped the flarkin' rope. I was fastening a new rope to the well. Then I looked up and saw this fine young maiden stretching in the sunlight.
Spirits of lust distracted me as my eyes gazed upon those massive Don Hanukkah hoogs. The ropes slipped from my hands, and what's it to you anyway, Outworlder? Unless you got a new rope for me, you'd be wasting my time.
As a matter of fact, I have one right here. I fixed the rope. All done.
No, you aren't. You forgot about one thing.
What?
The bucket, you baka.
Right. I attached the bucket.
This is a bucket.
Job's done.
Well, most Outworlders are pretty bad, but you are one of the good ones. Here, take this money for your trouble.
Baka.
There was another dude in the leftmost tent. Yeah, okay. Sup?
Dude, don't just barge in like that.
Sorry.
If you have come seeking spiritual guidance, I'm afraid my spiritual batteries are running on empty, so to speak. Perhaps some other time.
Something troubling you?
Of course not. I'm just doing shaman work. Yes, sir, just shamaning the spiritual realm as one does. Nothing wrong here. Okay, fine. This is quite embarrassing to admit, but you see, I'm an atheist.
What? An atheist shaman? How does that work?
It doesn't.
So why do it?
Good benefits, and since I'm considered part of a religious institution, tax breaks.
I see. How did you come to this position in the first place? Isn't there, like, some kind of test or something?
Well, usually yes. They have shaman underlings take some spiritual test, and once they pass, the original shaman gets to retire. But, there was an accident.
An accident?
Yeah, so the original guy was a diddler.
He diddled kids?
Yes, he diddled kids.
That's fucked. How'd everyone find out?
He fell into a vat of radioactive goo, and while his skin was falling off in bed over a period of 2 weeks, he admitted to it right before his death.
Man, that's pretty dark.
That's how it is sometimes. The elder kind of panicked, swept it under the rug, and named me shaman, since I was studying under him.
And I suppose you're one of his...
Yeah.
Wow, man. I'm really sorry to hear that.
It's okay.
Listen, let me help you with something if it makes you feel better.
Yeah? Well, there is something you can help me with.
Go on.
I know I said I don't believe in any of that shit, but I'm pretty sure there is an actual fucking ghost that prowls the woods just south of here.
Oh yeah, I met her. She wouldn't speak to me, though.
You tried to speak to her already? Man, you should just take my job.
She wasn't hostile or anything. Matter of fact, she was kind of hot.
Yeah, well, we can't just leave her there for folks like you to gawk at. You know, other people would want to trade with us.
That one testicle guy tried to trade, though.
Yeah, well, he's a scammer. He's seen worse.
Good point. What do you need me to do?
Just try and communicate with her again. See if she'll speak of why she still lingers in the mortal realm. If we know, it would be easier to exorcise her.
Alright. So I waited until night and went into the southern woods. The ghost woman appeared.
He said that he was a broken man, that he would hurt me. I wanted to fix him. How could he do this?
Who did this to you? Can you hear me?
It was the truth. He didn't love me at all. Oh, he's got a knife.
It hurts.
The look in his eyes, so cold, so...
If you can hear me, tell me who's hurting you. Who did this?
He's frolicking away now. He's leaving me here to die alone.
How could this happen?
Lady, just give me a name or I won't help you.
Jesus, take a hit, would you? It's called method acting. I died to pull this off. His name was Thorg. My name is Nessa.
That's all you had to say. I returned to the supposed shaman.
You're back. Did you discover anything about the lost spirit?
Her name was Nessa. She was murdered by her lover, someone named Thorg. Also, she missed every single red flag thrown at her.
Thorg? That's the previous shaman. He's a murderer too?
Seems like it. So, can we exorcise her?
I should be able to do it, but I need your help.
Why?
Hello? A ghost is there, and you aren't scared one bit? I need you for moral support.
Fine.
1 hour later.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Are we really going to do this? Okay, Nessa?
Ooh, I'm a spooky ghost.
Nessa, You must hear my voice. I'm calling to you from the mortal world.
I hear you. I am just choosing to ignore you.
I am the shaman of this village. You must enter the mists. There you will find peace.
Fuck you!
Goddamn, this shit ain't working.
Adios, mio. This is going nowhere.
In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
Wow, I did it. I really did it.
Actually, I did it, but yeah, whatever. Take the credit. I explored around the Umbra Tribe some more and found another lady that needed some firewood. Luckily, I still had a bundle from that moonshine guy's quest, but I needed to gather 2 more. I did so and received nothing, but the experience was fine on its own. There was a cave that I was interested in, but I was stopped by the guard up front.
Halt! You no go in.
Why not?
It smell. Smelly smell. That smell. Smelly. Big fart. Big smell. Poo-poo.
Yikes. Guess I'll just leave then. So, with nothing else to do here, I decided to finally try my hand at taking out the Slavers Guild over in the den. I made my way back with no issue, and prepared to end Metzger's life. Needless to say, it didn't go so well. I decided that at this point it would take too long to wait for the odds to be in my favor. I looked at my map to see if there was any way to progress. Luckily, Vault City was on my map, probably because of speaking to Mom. To Vault City then. On the way, I ended up coming into contact with the small town of Modoc. Well, there is no freakishly oversized head here, so that's a plus. I looked around for somebody to talk to and ran into the mayor/general store owner. They told me that the town was dying, crops are failing, and they relied heavily on the Brahmin slaughterer for food. So I decided to talk to him.
The name's Grisham. Welcome to my slaughterhouse. I am the man behind it. You dropping off or picking up?
You got any traveling provisions?
Of course, of course. Let's see, for traveling, I recommend our world-famous dried Rocky Mountain oysters. Won't spoil on the road, and it's tasty too. Harsh in your mouth too, see?
Meatballs! My favorite! Give me 1 package.
Pleasure doing business with you. Oh, and here is a packet of my patented white sauce. TM, it pairs well. High in protein too.
Thanks. I see the drought hasn't affected your business though.
Actually, it's kinda helped my business. No crops means no food, so that means the Brahmin are first to go. Good for the short term, bad for the long term though. I plan on getting the fuck out of here when that happens.
Makes sense. Well, see ya.
Wait. Are you interested in helping me some? You look quite capable. There's some money in it for you.
I'm listening.
Great! Head out to the pastures at night and kill the small pack of wild dogs that are attacking my Brahmin. Come back here when you finish the job.
It shouldn't be too bad. Well, it was bad. Besides the fact that the pack was huge, it was only me and Sulik, and we were melee characters. There were a total of 10 Brahmin to protect, but realistically, we couldn't get all of them. The worst part was, this took forever. The game calculated the moves for each entity, meaning that just waiting for everybody to take their turn took a full minute. I restarted once, but then the second time, the final dog ran off screen before I could kill it. So, figuring I was done, I left the cell, but it turned out that didn't count. I wasted like 15 minutes of my life for nothing.
Brass of Arroyo, you little fucker. You made a shit of peace with your trash fight. It's fucking bad, this trash unarmed. I will become back my money. I hope you will in your next time a Brahmin on a trash farm, you sucker.
Motherfucker, there were like 10 dogs. We were just 2 people. What did you expect?
You're ugly, you're disgusting, I'm going to kill you. Give me $1,500.
You were out of your mind. You know what? This never happened.
You can't just say that and expect me to. The name's Grisham. Welcome to my slaughterhouse. I'm the man behind it. You dropping off or picking up?
Actually, I was just leaving. So that sucked. I left town and continued east to Vault City. I ran into some geckos at some sort of camp along the way, killed them, then obtained level 6. I picked more criticals as my perk, and pumped up my unarmed and speech. I then ran into a group of slavers fighting these patrolmen wearing green. I helped kill the slavers for some experience and loot, then continued on my journey. I died on the next encounter with some raiders. Oh, come on! Which set me back to the gecko camp. I tried again, died. Tried once more, and finally got it. Or so, come on. Come on. Yes, we made it, we made it. I then arrived at Vault City. The first thing I did was go to the greeting office. I asked how to get in, and they directed me to customs. Customs I go.
Outsider, if you got customs business, Wallace is in the back there, okay? He'll set you up.
What is this place?
Did you read the sign? This is the customs office.
So this is where I get my shit customized, or what?
No, you idiot, you absolute buffoon. This is where you get the papers to get outside the city.
Why would I need papers?
I don't know, it's just how we do things here. Go speak to Wallace. He may be able to get you a day pass. If not, there are other ways to get in. Wink wink, nudge nudge.
Look at that subtle off-blue coloring, the tasteful thickness of it. Oh my god, it even has a number on it.
What the fuck are you talking about? I just got here.
You're wearing an original vault suit.
Remarkable perception, my dear Wallace. I can see that Vault City education really paid for itself.
Here, take this day pass and go speak with our first citizen. I'm sure she will have many questions for you.
Who? Now that I had a day pass, I could get inside.
Day pass, please.
Here you are.
Now we just have to pat you down to check for illegal contraband.
Oh. After thoroughly being checked by the gate guards, I was now in Vault City proper. I needed some information, so I went to the Convenient Information Center.
Oh, hello. Was there something I could help you with? Hello?
Hello. I have some questions that maybe you could answer.
Hello. Certainly, hello. What questions do you have?
Yes, hello. Do you know where I can find a geck?
A geck? Hello. That name sounds familiar. What does it do?
Again, hi. And I'm not really sure. My elder told me it's some kind of magical device that could help my village.
Well, you know, hello, the central computer down in the vault might have some information about it. We keep most of the older archives down there. Hello.
Namaste. How would I get down to the vault?
Well, you'd need to be a citizen of Vault City first, hello. If you want, you could take the citizenship test, or better yet, speak to First Citizen Lynette. I'm sure she might make an exception in your case, hello.
Konnichiwa, thanks. Goodbye.
I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello, hello, hello.
What a weird character. Anyway, the next place I went to was the amenities office.
Hello there, stranger. Always a pleasure to see a new face. Name's Randall. I'm Chief Amen Titties Officer. Need something?
It depends. What is this place?
This is the Amen Titties office. Got your typical stack, short stack, stack, some manuals, some tools, medical supplies,
cervix destroyers,
this and that.
Oh, no wonder it has the vibe of a Spencer's in here.
Well, somebody has to lead the charge to increase the population.
I know this is a long shot, but would you happen to have a geck in here?
A geck? That's a Gnome of Eden creation kit. A kind of gray suitcase looking thing, right? I haven't heard anyone mention one of those in, well, since almost forever.
Do you have one?
Hate to break it to you, friend, but we don't have ours anymore. Used it up to make Vault City. All gone. Unless what you are looking for is actually the gecko-shaped hydrodynamic vibrator with port and starboard attachments, and a turbo drive.
That's okay. You can keep it.
Damn. Been trying to sell that shit for ages now.
It seems like my next course of action is to get to that vault computer. So that means I need to become a citizen. Time to find the first citizen. Since she seems like an important political figure, she'd probably be in the Central Council building. It looks like she's just behind this door.
You're wearing a vault suit. I never imagined I would meet an inhabitant of another vault. This Vault 13, where is it located?
That's what I came here to find out. My ancestor was from Vault 13. I was hoping you could help me.
Oh, now I understand. You're one of those scammers, aren't you?
No. I am not like one of those guys.
Big, if true. Do you have any proof that your ancestor was from a vault?
I have this jumpsuit and a canteen.
Who knows where you got those relics from? Or who you killed to steal them, amongst other favors.
Well, I could also tell you the story of how my ancestor defeated a mutated monster hell-bent on taking over the world with the fucking epic vaccine by feeding them a holodisc with a Brotherhood-described sex tape that only has audio in the right ear on it. Would you like that?
That story sounds equally ridiculous and disgusting. I'll examine the canteen.
Yeah, sure. Here you go. If you look closely, you'll see that they're genuine.
Very well. Let me see. These are authentic. Unbelievable. You are a survivor from another vault. Welcome to our city. You must have suffered much in the outside world.
Would you happen to know where I could find a Gnome of Eden creation kit?
We used ours to start Vault City. I do not believe there were any spares, but you could check the Amen Titties office.
They didn't have quite what I was looking for. They have some sort of gecko vibration toy.
Oh shit. I forgot I pre-ordered that months ago. I need to pick that up.
Before you go, would you happen to know where Vault 13 is then?
Well, you could check the vault computers, but only citizens are allowed to access the archives.
Can I become one?
You'll have to take a citizenship test. Go talk to Proconsul Gregory. He can be found in the meeting room down the corridor.
I guess I'll do that then.
There is another way to become a citizen.
Another fetch quest then?
Not exactly. As an outsider, you are in a unique position to resolve a difficult situation for us.
What type of situation?
There's a town. It is filled with creatures. They've poisoned the water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague onto our houses.
They did?
No. But are we gonna sit around until they do? I mean, I am, but you aren't.
What do you want me to do about it?
Those things are operating a damaged atomic power plant. You see, they are immune to radiation. They don't care that they are slowly killing us with their poisons.
Wait a minute. At first I thought you were talking about some kind of bug. But operating an atomic power plant? I mean, I get it. A bug operating a power plant does not seem impossible here in the wasteland. But I think you are talking about an intelligent life form, right? You aren't by chance speaking of ghouls?
Weird, gross, ew! How dare you give them that identification here? It gives me the shivers, reminds me of the rotting skin, the stench of decomposing breath. They are not ghouls. They are creatures.
Stop anthropomorphizing them!
They are anthropomorphic. They are humans.
They were humans. They lost their right to humanity when they chose to become irradiated.
I'm sorry. Chose? Chose to be irradiated? You know what? I'm not going to argue. It's impossible to convince someone who doesn't want to be convinced. Just tell me where it is.
Father, another has fallen to my unyielding persuasive abilities.
Split by child. Tell the location of those unclean creatures.
Yes, Father. They lie just northeast of here, about a day's walk away.
Got it. I'll be back when the situation's resolved. I decided to see if I could pass a citizenship test, so I found the proconsul.
For the last time, Lynn, I did not take your tome on Oh, sorry. I thought you were somebody else. Do you need something?
Yeah. Is this where I can take the citizenship test?
It is. Do you wish to attempt it?
Mm-hmm. Is there anything I should know about it?
It is a comprehensive exam divided into several parts. Advanced mathematics, spatial relations, deductive reasoning, language comprehension. Oh, and there's also a thorough section on details in books that are symbolic to the story, but that the author never intended to be. It'll be tough. Are you sure you want to try?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'll be subjected to man-made horrors beyond my comprehension if I fail, right? Right?
No, of course not. I'm just fucking with you. Here you go. Make sure you fill in each circle completely. You have 3 hours. While you're doing that, I'm gonna eat lunch. You don't mind watching somebody eat, do you?
No, go ahead.
Alright, great. Copter Papa.
20 minutes later.
That's nice, isn't it? Oh, spicy little thing.
2 hours later.
What color was the shoe that Lucy Manette wore, and how did it symbolize Sidney Carton's folly and Charles Dickens's A Tale of Two Cities? What the fuck?
Told ya.
A lot of boring math later.
I'm sorry to say, but you failed. You were actually pretty close, though.
Whatever. I guess I'll take care of that ghoul problem. I left Vault City and traveled northeast and arrived at Gecko, which actually seemed like a nice place, despite Lynette's racism. I guess it's not technically racism, but more like ableism? There should be a name for this. Radiosity? Raidism. Lynette is radiocytic against ghouls. She's a raidist? Whatever, you guys decide. Anywho, the building with the manager's office seemed like a good place to start.
Hello there. My name's Lenny. How can I help you?
Lenny, have you heard of a Gnome of Eden creation kit?
A Gnome of Eden creation kit? Oh, I heard that Vault City had one of those. That's the only I've ever heard of, though.
My ancestor, the Vault Dweller, said that Vault 13 owes us one. I need to find it.
Well, I didn't actually meet the Vault Dweller, but I saw him once.
No shit?
It was a long time ago in a place called Necropolis. A lot of us ghouls lived there. One day I saw someone running through the city.
Running?
Yes, running. He was looking around for manholes. He wanted to go meet with what he called the mole people. The only manhole I wished for, on the other hand, was his.
You wanted to get inside my grandsire?
Yes. I had the chance of a lifetime, and I blew it.
What do you mean?
I was too busy crying myself in my gummy corner about my pet rat, Thomas. Well, I would have been crying if my damn tear ducts still worked. But how come it just blows out instead? Regardless, I saw the guy run past my living space. He had the look of determination, while I had was the shame manifested in my right hand. I later heard that the Vault Dweller fixed our water system and defeated the mutant army. He saved all of us. It didn't matter if we were ghouls. We were a people worth saving again.
My ancestor was the founder of our tribe. That memory is revered amongst my people.
I could have been a part of that, but I lacked the courage and mental faculties to take that first step. I've never forgiven myself.
Well, that sucks. Anyway, what do you do here?
I help with Harold mostly. And when people get hurt, I help them out.
So you're a doctor?
Before the war, I was an essential oils salesman.
What the hell are essential oils?
They're harvested from various plants by distillation, mostly for their scent. I sold them to people and advertised them as alternative healing methods for various ailments.
And they worked?
Of course not, you dipshit. Made a lot of profit off of other people's suffering. I lived in opulence while they lived in a squalor of their own choosing.
Then why did people buy them?
Well, the important thing was people thought they worked, and that falsity spread by word of mouth amongst women who had a penchant for gossip in a hair salon. Some would even try to sell you it as a side business. It's those same people who believed in healing crystals. I tell you, the only use those crystals had were scintillator detectors, anti-mass spectrometers, and some electronics. Others will just give you radiation poisoning or be used as some kind of beam splitter or foci for light.
And you still use them today, even when you know they don't work. Isn't that like against a doctor's modus operandi? To help people?
Well, for one, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not restricted by their morals. Do you even realize how powerful of a position doctors were back in the day?
No, that's something my elder never taught us.
Let me tell you something. Before the war, medical insurance companies were the reason why so many operations were so expensive.
What the hell is insurance?
Hospitals had to have entire positions dedicated to dealing with those companies. The doctors had so much power, but were restricted by their morals. If they stopped being such
pussies
with their so-called
moral superiority,
they could have gone on strike, stopped helping people. And once people realized that they have no safety net in the form of hospitals and doctors, would have collapsed the medical insurance industry as a whole, or at least made the prices agreeable. But no, think of the poor innocents. But you know what? I say, fuck the innocents.
Oh my god.
A few 100,000 innocents dying to make everyone else's life more affordable is a risk I'm willing to take. Hell, it's that same risk, if you'd even call it that the insurance companies use to get rich in the first place. Hoping people die for more profit? What the fuck is war even by that standard? Killing your people to make my people safer? It's the same principle. I kill your people to make my people richer. But what I propose is a war on insurance.
By the Dweller, are you done?
Yeah, that felt good. What were we talking about again?
Essential oils and healing crystals, I think.
Right. Well, ironically, after the Great Cocooning, the radiation supercharged those things. Some crystals already had a small electrical signals in them, but the bombs made them stronger. That radiation-enhanced signal stimulates your body's inherent healing factor and causes it to close wounds. Combined with the essential oils, which now act as a super absorbing agent, it's what makes the stim pack so effective.
But I thought the stim packs had a bunch of other stuff in it.
That stuff is a bunch of hogwash, just filler.
Nobody has ever mentioned the crystals or oils to me, and I just had a guy try to sell me stim packs.
That's because people are so still under the impression that crystals and essential oils are still a scam, but it's not. No longer. It's the ultimate irony. Regardless, while getting rid of all that filler would produce a strong healing solution, it's practically impossible to find this shit on its own.
So just take what you get, is what you're saying.
You could say that.
I am saying that. Well, let me mention Harold, who happened to be right next to us.
Hello there, smooth skin. The name's Harold. I help keep this town running. Oh.
Hello, Harold. I'm Brass. What do you do here?
Whatever it takes to keep this place together. Better job on it than me.
How's life in the red zone?
It's killing me. I can't eat. I can't sleep. All I can see is that giant red reactor in the shape of a Brahmin.
Well, did you go down to the reactor mechanic and complain?
They gave me the heave-ho. You know, I don't think that reactor mechanic has any idea what's going on down there.
What are you doing?
Just getting some water.
That's a radioactive waste barrel.
That look like water to me. Brass, my rods and codes are all screwed up. All right, that's it. I gotta move into Vault City.
I don't know, Harold. My concern is that living in Vault City, you might get crucified a little.
All right, listen to me. I've got a great idea. Now, you're a player character, right? Why don't you just fetch me a hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator?
Or I could just leave. You could knock those coolant rods off, make it an 8-room luxury sauna.
Brass, those are load-bearing coolant rods. The reactor is gonna melt down.
Yeah, that's not good. So we need to get the Hydro-Mr. Electric Magneto Gamesphere regulator, and in order to do that, we need to head back to Vault City. So I thought that since I had a day pass, that meant it would only work for 1 day because it's a day pass. That's usually how it works in real life. But apparently, you are just allowed to walk in as long as it's day, which made me buying a second pass a waste of money. The first thing I did was go to the maintenance building with a thought process that an engineer or something would know what the regulator is and where I could find one.
Yes. Did you want something? Or are you going to stand there gawking like a moron while I crank this shaft?
Whoa, easy. I was just stopping in to see if you had a part.
Well?
What? Oh, sorry, a hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator.
Never heard of it. Can't help you, sorry. But since you are here, maybe you can help me.
What do you want?
Right now, I've got the metal shaft barely working, my nuts are too big, and my wrench has gone missing again, and my pliers' teeth are stripped.
So, just buy new ones.
That's not how things work around here. I have to requisition them from Vault City. That means filling out 5 billion lists, putting in a range of perimeters for what you need, submitting them in triplicate, then waiting. Vault City is very particular on where they source things from. They do these checks to see if people plant drugs or something on them. If something doesn't smell right, they come back to you with a list of alternatives.
Why don't you just set the parameters so that they were so specific that they couldn't possibly list an alternative and they would be forced to get you the thing that you need?
Shit, you know, that might actually be a good idea. I'll do that next time, but I have to wait until this request goes through the bureaucratic digestive system to do that. I ordered this damn super snap-off tool months ago, and by the time it comes in, I probably won't need it anymore as usual. If you could get me a wrench and some pliers, that would be great.
If I happen to find some, I'll bring them to you. I went back to the Central Council to see if there was somebody that could help me.
Hello, how can I help you?
Who are you?
I'm Senior Consul McClure, and you are?
Brass. Cheese to meet ya.
Cheese.
Do you mind if I asked you something?
Sure, hit me.
I think you might have a part that could fix Gecko's power plant.
What do you mean?
If I had a hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator, I could make the plant run clean.
That is an incredible solution. Stopping the radiation poisoning is all I care about.
And Lynette wouldn't have a problem with it?
The first citizen would definitely have a problem with it. She would probably hold your citizenship if that were the case. She's hella racist.
Yeah, I thought so. She didn't exactly try to hide that part.
Oh, don't worry about your citizenship. I'll give it to you. And there's not a damn thing she could do about it. Besides, she owes me for putting in the order for that stupid toy. This'll be payback.
Wait, you're the one that did that?
Oh yeah, she didn't tell you? Of course she wouldn't. Too prideful. You have no idea how embarrassing it is to talk to Randall about it. I mean, the look on his face when I asked him. Definitely thought we were in a relationship. Who would want to date that bitch anyway? Especially one with daddy issues like her.
So, where can I get the part?
I'll send in a priority order to the amenities office. Randall should have it ready for you by the time you get there.
Excellent. Back to the Amen Titties office.
Hey there, welcome back. Anything I can do for you?
Actually, there's two things. One, Valerie over at the maintenance shed could use a wrench and some pliers. And two, Counselor McClure said you'd have a hydroelectric magnetosphere regurgitator or whatever that I could have.
That tool set might take a while. The terminal is slowly going through the requisition list due to some typo in the code. Just an extra less than where there shouldn't be one in a loop. I fixed it, but it has to go through the list before I update to the new version, or else we'll lose the data.
That stinks.
Yeah, well, par for the course with programming these things. Anyway, for your hydrophilic margarine re-spreader doohickey, I got one in the back. I'll go get it for you now. Here you are. Just be careful. It's fragile.
Thanks. Oops. Just kidding.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Now that I had the HMR, I went back to talk to Harold about installing it.
What you need, youngster?
I got that part you needed to fix your reactor. I'll go fix it now. I went north where an old nuclear power plant site was in the middle of construction. I figured this was the area I needed to be in. I looked around a bit before I spoke with the guy in a shack nearby.
Hello there. My name's Gordon. Gordon of Gecko.
Hey Gordon, I'm Brass. What do you do here in the shack by your lonesome?
I look for opportunities.
Opportunities? Like what?
I look for ways of maximizing my radioactive output. I call it radiation maxing, or rad maxing for short.
Should I be in here then?
Oh no. The rads I'm maxing are radio in nature, not harmful to humans. At least that we know of.
Is there any particular reason why you are doing this?
I don't know, I just think it would be fun.
I guess that would be valid.
In my radmaxing journey, I have come across a heap of information that nobody wants to talk to me about. Even though I feel like it would be quite important for the people to know.
I'll listen to you purely because I find this conversation incredibly stupid.
Well, through radio signals coming from the reactor's computer, I've calculated that if it was running properly, we could generate an enormous amount of excess power. Far more than what Gecko needs.
Okay. And?
I've also found through telecommunications between Vault City scientists that Vault City cannot expand without additional power.
Vault City can't expand?
They have enough power for their current needs as long as they're careful. But the Vault power plant was never designed to take care of a city like theirs. Just the Vault itself. It's at peak capacity right now. Any more strain on the system and it won't be able to provide, like a struggling comedian in a dead-end city.
I don't see how this helps you to rad max.
Well, if our power plant's working better, we could trade our excess power and technical expertise to Vault City in exchange for...
And?
Without more power, Vault City will burn out their reactor within 15 years. If Gecko's reactor isn't repaired, we won't last half that time. Without medical technology, all of us ghouls are going to die off in the next 20 years anyway. All of our skin will rot off. Everyone loses.
So you're just a good Samaritan, huh? Somehow, I don't buy that.
Not at all. I've got my end covered. I'd be the natural choice to administer this project. And with leadership comes unfettered access to our resources. Simply put, more leadership means more access. More access means more radios. More radios means more radiation. A sublime radiogenesis. And the economic data is right on this holodisk.
Well, Gordon, despite your radio fetish, I do think you make a good point. Councilman McClure in Vault City would love to get his hands on that data. He seems like someone who's ruled by reason more than prejudice.
Alright, here you go. Just don't go around telling just anyone about this. Only people you trust to get the job done.
Right. At this point, I got a bit lost looking for where to go next. The place I went in, the one that looks like it would have a nuclear reactor in it, didn't have another loading cell to go into. I tried attaching a rope to a pipe just in case I had to climb into the giant hole in the middle like I did with the globe back in Fallout 1, but it didn't quite work. I was sure I was missing something. I explored some more until I ran into a guy who said he'd give me a fuel cell controller. This was a needed part for the Highwayman from earlier. All he wanted for it was a super toolkit, and that I could probably get one from Vault City. I remembered that Valerie over in the maintenance shed in Vault City mentioned she was waiting for a super toolkit. So if I could complete that quest, I could probably get one of my own. I went back into the town proper and found out that I actually had to go east. The camera panned over to a place called Poseidon Oil Reactor 5 in big text out in front. I'm an idiot. I went inside and spoke to the guard behind the counter.
Welcome to the atomic power plant. Just a warning to you. If anything goes wrong while you're inside, we're gonna blame you, smooth skin.
Well, that makes sense. I'm actually looking for something. I wonder if you can direct me.
Where do you need to go?
The reactor control room.
Now that's not suspicious at all. The reactor control room is through that door to the right of the one you entered the building through. Then through a door at the end. Go past the yellow security door. Then you go off to the right. You'll need a key card for the security door.
Thanks for the help. I followed the guard's directions and found the yellow security door. Well, good thing I still had this yellow security card from the vertebrate that crashed in Klamath, and it didn't work. Great. Turns out I need a specific yellow key card. Hello?
You're back. Get lost?
You see, I can't really get through that door.
I said you needed a yellow key card.
I do have a yellow key card. It doesn't work.
That's weird. Can I see it?
I guess so.
Dude, it says here that the security card is for the yellow piss room.
What? Give me that. For yellow piss room use only. Gross. Well, can you give me the right key card then?
You'll have to speak to Jeremy about that. He's to the left of here down the hallway.
Alright. Time to speak to Jeremy, I guess.
Hello there. My name's Jeremy. I'm in charge of the all-powerful supply cabinet here. I keep track of all our stored supplies.
All-powerful?
That's right. We got a handful of plutonium cores here sitting in storage. We occasionally use them as space heaters. One of them we named Woofus.
Are they out right now?
No. If they were, you'd probably be vomiting out blood right now. So, what you here for?
I need something from storage.
Do you have a form?
Form? What form?
A request authorization form. You need one.
Okay, where would I get a request authorization form then?
You could get one from Harewood back in the settlement, or Newman right here in the main reactor control room.
Well, considering that what I need is a yellow keycard, and Newman is in the place that I need to get to, I guess I'll just talk to Harold about it. Back to Harold. And guess what? There is no option to ask him for a keycard, so I thought I was stuck. I looked on the wiki, and apparently you can just find a keycard laying around somewhere. I looked in every interactable container in the complex until I found the keycard in a locker across from the storage room. I went back to the yellow security door and finally opened it. I'm in. Again. Let's go. Well, unfortunately, to get into the reactor control room, you also need a red security card. Great. Need a red key now? I figured this Newman guy might know something about it.
Hello, Newman.
What brings you to mi casa del atomic?
I might have a part that can help fix your nuclear reactor.
You have a spare hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator on you? Ha! I'd love to see it. If you have it, that is.
Well, here it is.
Wow, you weren't kidding. Interesting.
Could you install it?
I could, but installing a hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator is pretty tricky, and it's dangerous. I'd much prefer to regulate my own bodily functions, thank you. And who would run the power plant if I were to die? No one, that's who.
So you're a chicken. I get it.
I prefer the term health-conscious power plant overseer.
Right. I looked around for another card and found one in what seemed to be someone's living quarters. I guess they really do use the power plant's radiation as a space heater. Finally, I made it into the control room. A dude inside told me that I could fix the plant using a robot, or I could try to fix it myself lest I be exposed to radiation. I made it safe to try and run in there and figure it out, but unfortunately, I just didn't have enough time. So I'd have to try the robot. I interacted with the control panel, and after a try or two of guessing the 3 passwords, I got the robot working. It asked me what type of action sequence I wanted, and I figured reactor repair was what I needed. It diagnosed the problem, which was the missing regulator, and asked me for it, so I inserted it into the slot. It turned out the logic circuits weren't working properly in the maintenance robot, so that meant I'd have to control it manually. Not too big of a problem, I guess. What followed next was a mini-game where you had to input the correct set of instructions for the robot, and if you mess up, it resets. It took me around 7 minutes to finally input the correct set of commands. reactor finally fixed, the threat to both Vault City and Gecko was over. I decided to tell Newman and Harold the good news.
Wow, you actually did it. I'm impressed. But like most jobs, I'm gonna give you an unneeded critique to lower your perceived sense of accomplishment and give you more to do.
What now?
The reactor is good, but it can be better. If we had just a smidge more optimization data, we could be cooking with bond formation.
Oh, jeez. Wherever will I get that information?
From the Vault City computer. You could sneak in there and upload the information onto this disk, then bring it back. I do it myself, but, well, I value my life. A little scientific espionage never hurt anybody.
Fine. I'll be in the area anyway. Now to speak to Harold.
Great Scott, you actually repaired the power plant. Thank you. Brings a gunk to my eye. Is there anything I could do to help you?
Do you know where Vault 13 is?
Nope.
Oh, fuck. Back to Vault City. On the way, I looted some drugs from some raiders.
Got a day pass?
Yeah.
Alright, you're good too. Hey, wait a second. You've got drugs on you.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
Hey, listen. I get it. I partake sometimes. I won't confiscate it from you. Just go store it somewhere.
Thanks.
What you be needin'?
Hey, Sulik, can you hold on to this for me?
You be wanting me to smuggle this in for ya. That's fucked up.
Oh, come on, buddy. We're friends.
Oh, you know we can't say no to ya.
Wow, that was easy. Note to self, have a friend to smuggle contraband with you. Well, it's not like I was going to use it anyway. So I headed back to Councilman McClearer. Councilman, I fixed Gecko's power plant.
Excellent. I was worried that the radiation buildup might force us to relocate. You're to be commended on a job well done. Here's your citizenship papers. If you ever need anything, come see me. Just don't tell Lynette.
Thanks. I then spoke to Lynette.
Father, Jumpsuit 13 is back.
Tell him off, Lynn. Tell him off.
Yes, Father. What is it? I don't have time for your nonsense. Can't you see I'm busy?
I just wanted to gloat to you that I fixed Gecko's reactor without the need for genocide.
Do you have any conception of how horny I am? I run this city 24/7. I'm stuck in the same room with nothing but a rust-red carpet and a terminal that can't even play video. And now that I've finally picked up my vibration device, you barge in here to interrupt my time just to tell me you didn't exterminate those grotesque gamadagooks?
It seems like I'm wasting my time with you as well. What kind of person doesn't lock the door? It's almost like you wanted somebody to walk in on you just so you could get off on it. Or maybe it's worse. You like the thrill of the possibility of somebody finding out, but you don't actually want to deal with the responsibility of getting caught.
You can't possibly know that for sure. Father, he's onto us.
Kill him! Kill him now!
I shouldn't.
Do it!
You barge into my chambers and then have the audacity to insult me, Lynette, first citizen of Vault City, gooner extraordinaire, and practitioner of the necromantic arts? Did I say it right, Father?
Precisely as scripted, child. I'll give you a macaroon later.
Yay! Huh. Leave. You are no longer welcome to the city. Guards! Send him to the penis explosion chamber and have his penis exploded! Ah! Father! Ugh, my pussy has been pounded. Blech.
Did you forget something?
Yeah, I forgot I had this economic data disk here. You might find it interesting.
I'm sorry, an economic data disk? That doesn't describe much to me.
It's an economic data disk that shows the amount of energy that Gecko's atomic power plant produced before the war, and could produce again.
I see. So what does this have to do with me?
Well, as I understand it, Vault City's power generator can only support so many people. In fact, it's already nearing its limit.
I'm gonna ask you how you came by that information. So here it is. How did you come by that information?
I have my sources.
Well, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. What were you going to suggest?
Basically, if Gecko's power plant was optimized, it could produce an overabundance of energy, and that could be given to Vault City to expand.
Are you a madman? Are you suggesting we seize Gecko and take their power plant? I will not listen to this unfettered warmongering.
Hey man, you're too quick to pull on the trigger here. I'm not an idiot like Her Majesty over there.
Oh, what do you mean then?
Simply put, if Gecko could receive the optimization data for their plant, they would probably trade their excess power for medical assistance. It's a win-win scenario, and would further majestic relations between you two.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Sounds like a plan a person with penchant for radiophilia would fizzle up. As far as medical assistance goes, the ghouls do suffer a lot, with their skin constantly rotting off and regrowing back. But how could we optimize the plant?
I just need access to Vault City's computer. It could optimize the power plant reactor disk and allow the plant to run more smoothly.
Very well, citizen. You've done a great job so far, and I don't think you're the type to fuck shit up just because it suits your interest.
Why, thank you.
You have my permission to use the vault computer and optimize the reactor disk. You can find it on the 3rd level of the vault, near the operations room. I'll keep the economic disk and study it some more. Perhaps I can persuade the council to enter negotiations with Gecko to trade for their power. The data disk would be a strong argument in of itself. Also, if I offer free pizza, that might make them more susceptible to reason.
So I headed to the vault. It was located to the east of the city, right next to the corrections center. The person out front let me in because I had my citizenship papers, and I was free to go anywhere. I really quickly stopped by the medical office near the elevator because I was irradiated from being inside Gecko's reactor complex.
Hello, I'm Dr. Trey. Now what ails? Hang on a second. I don't believe I know you. Are you a citizen?
Yes, actually. I've got my papers right here.
I see. You must be a recent one then.
As of today, in fact.
Interesting. So you aren't a native then. Where are you from?
I'm from Arroyo, to the northwest.
Never heard of it myself. I'm sorry to pry, it's just that I was looking for someone who had traveled beyond the walls of our city. Most citizens here are too comfortable to leave. Quite sad, really.
And why would you be looking for someone?
No reason. I just wanted someone to smuggle in some drugs for me.
That's... Are you sure you should be telling me that?
You radiate some sort of aura that makes me think you are very important somehow. Well, it's either that or radiation. You haven't been near any radioactive materials, have you?
I just fixed a nuclear reactor, if that counts.
Egads, man. You can't just walk in here like that without any shielding. Here, let me fix you up real quick. Feel better?
About the same, really. I don't think enough time passed for me to feel the effects just yet.
Be glad you didn't. Having to lay down for 83 days straight, slowly dying while your body shuts down and your skin held together by wrappings with a family that refuses to mercy kill you is not a fun process. Well, it's fun for the researchers studying you, but not fun for you.
You were saying about the drugs?
I've seen you thought about my offer. If you are willing to smuggle in the new drug called Zyme for me, I will give you 1,000 of my finest NCR coins for the sample and your silence on the matter.
What do you need it for?
Let's just say it's for the betterment of scientific funding.
Good enough for me. I won't make any promises, but if I find any, I'll give some to you.
Fantastic. I'm looking forward to it.
Anyway, I took the elevator nearby down to the lower levels of the vault. Man, I swear each one of these vaults in Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 have the same layout. It's like going into a Cracker Barrel. A computer was speaking in computer speak, and I interacted with it. Turned out to be the Vault City central computer. I used it to search the archives for Vault 13 and the GEC. Unfortunately, there is no mention of Vault 13 here, but it did list Vault 8, which is the one I'm currently in, and Vault 15, which is down south. There was no longer any Gek present here as we previously found out, but apparently 2 Geks were to be issued to every vault per standard. One only ever made it to Vault 8. After cross-referencing the Gek shipment information, Vault 15 probably received the extra Gek. Vault 8 only received a box of surplus water chips intended for another vault.
You know, if my ancestor was here, he would be pretty pissed.
I input the location of Vault 15 into my Pip-Boy, making it my next objective. However, I decided to look into the power situation for Vault City to see if Gordon was right. And according to the reports, he was. That meant I had to optimize Gecko's power plant. I inserted the holodisk and let the computer optimize it. Now to go insert the holodisk back into the reactor control computer.
Wow, what a great audience.
What are you doing down here?
Poo poo pee pee.
Like my beatboxing?
I did a little more exploring of the vault's second floor. I found the water chips the computer was talking about.
Yeah.
Which I had Sula carry to see if they were worth anything. I also found some metal armor, which I promptly put on. Red memory module. Metal armor, that is very nice. Event was making a bunch of noise, so I repaired it and found some microfusion cells inside. Microfusion cell. This might be useful for later. I left Vault City and traveled back to Gecko's power plant. I arrived at the control room and inserted the optimization data. The guy here said that the reactor was now purring like a kitten and everyone thanked me. I also gained another level up and put some skill points into Unarmed in Speech. Might as well head down to the bar in town and see what's up.
Hello there. My name is Gecko Barman. I am this establishment's fine bartender, and my gathering extraordinaire looks to me like you're another magic player. So, let me ask you, what's better, bottle red or bottle blue?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have a duck on you.
I do? Oh, I do.
What happened to me? Priorities card for the lady.
Dude, I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't actually play it.
Well, the only reason why I asked was that I once knew a guy back before the Great Colonial War. First guy was a year he died in a World War II bunker in the Pirates catacombs because the fucking Pinkertons wanted that.
The Pinkertons?
Some private band of mercenaries from Buckingham. Not sure if they're still around, but if they are, I would steer clear of them. The company who made Magic the Gathering Wizard of the Coast hired them to find the guy.
Why would you continue to play a game made by a company who constantly shits in your mouth then?
Some people like the taste of shit. Ever hear of one nowadays monster? One must first partake in the divine dookie before they ever have hope of trilogy.
Alright, fine. I'll try one round.
Welcome aboard my Copperfield for it.
8 hours later.
Give me that one. Try another.
Man, I'm screwed. After my run-in with the Magic players, I made a beeline to Vault 15.
Is this thing on? Oh. Ooh, chosen the spirits of our ancestors, guide me to the world of dreams that I may touch those skintastic thoughts. Yes, oh yes, very nice. Anyway, hurry up and get the fucking Gek, you bald bastard. Where's the fucking off switch?
After around 13 minutes of encounters, I finally made it to Vault 15. Outside, there was a camp full of people. Everyone here seemed to be very antisocial, so I went to the only actual house in the area to see if their leader was inside. There he is.
My name is Zeke. Fuck off.
Why does everyone here not want to talk to me?
You want to know why? Shut up for a moment and listen. You hear that?
Hear what?
The sound of silence? Show it some respect. serves as a foundation for creativity. What the fuck are you interrupted?
Alright, jeez. I looked around and returned to the area in the morning to see if I missed anything. One lady stopped me.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. Can we talk privately, please?
Finally. I was starved for attention.
We could talk privately here.
Can I ask you some questions before you trauma dump onto me?
Was it really that obvious? Okay, what is it?
Do you know where Vault 13 is?
No idea. Try the NCR out to the west.
Alright then. How about you answer me this? What is going on around here? Nobody wants to talk to me.
You are going to need some context for that. We call this place the Squat because it was settled by the Russian Gotmiks and Japanese Yankees. It's not much, but squatting is all we have. The NCR to the west seems to be obsessed with the vault, wanting to use the tech inside. They try to claim the land as their own, but instead of helping us or even wiping us out like raiders, they just send some dudes that try to convince us to leave, but they get dissuaded the moment we try to get them to bend their legs at acute interior angles.
I see. So tell me about the vault.
Well, we're not supposed to talk about it, but since I need your help, the vault is being repaired by Darion. He's our benefactor. When it's fully functional, we're all supposed to move in where we'll all be safe from raiders, slavers, and such. So far, he has the food and water systems up, but not the lights. Apparently none of them are electricians, so we are all stuck with torches. Anyway, Darion doesn't want anyone to know what's going on with the vault. He's afraid someone will take it all away from us if they find out. So we're told to drive off anyone who shows up here, especially the NCR.
Sounds really suspicious. Have you spoken to him?
Only once. Normally he talks through Zeke.
Oh, you mean the asshole in the house over there?
Did he hit you with the whole silencers as the foundation of creativity bullshit too?
Oh yeah.
Wait until he tells you that he walked the king up on stage. As if we are supposed to know who the king is. We aren't living in a monarchy.
So, what did you want to trauma dump to me about?
Oh yeah, 1 second. Gotta remember my repressed past trauma so I can cry.
Take your time.
Okay, I'm ready. I have a daughter named Chrissy who's a bit of a tomboy. She likes to run around, explore, and pretty much stick her nose into things.
Here's a tissue.
Thanks. Chrissy's a good kid though. She doesn't cause trouble, she's always home on time, and she's shown herself to be a very responsible young lady. I let her do as she pleases most of the time. Last week Chrissy didn't come home. I've asked around and nobody's seen or heard from her. I tried to find her myself, but Zeke, he is sort of a clandestine asshole.
I really wouldn't call it clandestine. He's pretty open about it.
Regardless, I don't believe the slavers took her. I have an uneasy feeling that something else is going on. Like when a mayor starts to support a major decision for a town overnight when he vehemently opposed to it just the day prior, and then there's this feeling that I'm being followed. I've had it ever since I talked to Zeke about Chrissy. I need someone to help me find my daughter. Will you help me?
Please?
You're the asshole. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Huh?
Just fucking with you. Yeah, I'll help.
Ha! Can you tell I'm laughing?
The first person I thought to speak to was Zeke. Alright, never mind. What about this woman blocking the only path to the next loading zone?
Hi, I'm Dahlia. What can I help you with?
Did you happen to see someone go by here in a hurry?
I see people crab walk by here every day. I really don't pay much attention to them.
Look, a young girl's life is at stake here. The daughter of a worried mother. Can you please move out of the way? You are blocking the loading zone.
I don't give a ghoul's radioactive wrinkles ass. I'm sorry. I'm just a gun who was hired to stand here and guard this loading zone. Other than that, I don't know what's going on around here. I had a daughter once, though, and yeah, some guy went by here. I let him through here because he gave me this sign, just like the sign you gave me.
Sign? I didn't give you any sign.
Ahem, metaphorical sign.
Oh.
Go on. This little game of block the loading zone is boring. I'm out of here.
Thanks. I won't forget this, Dahlia.
You better not. I may show up later.
I went into the loading zone and came upon an elevator to the vault's entrance and a metal shack.
I should shoot you dead, but I'm kind of curious about what you could possibly have to say to me.
I'm looking for a missing girl. Have you seen her?
You mean the one locked up in the back that we've been torturing by eating gummy clusters in front of after getting her hooked? No, I haven't seen her.
Can I have some?
And leave less for us? No way, Jose.
So we got into a fight. Killed the guards and stole the key to Chrissy's room, then unlocked it.
Please, please just one more nibble for a poor starving creature like myself. Oh, please, kind sir. Just a peck. Just a wee morsel.
Are you Chrissy?
Yes.
How did you get in this situation?
I ain't telling ya.
Would you tell me for a gummy cluster?
Mm-mm.
Would you tell me for 2 gummy clusters?
Uh-huh.
Here you go.
Ooh, oh, that's good. I was out exploring last week when I found that entrance out there. I thought it might be an abandoned mine or something, so I decided to check it out. Well, it's not a mine. It's a secret entrance into Vault 15.
Yeah, I kind of figured that one out already.
Oh, well, did you know the vault is currently being used as a base for a band of raiders called the Cons? It caught me snooping around and their leader, Darian, had me locked up in here.
I had my suspicions.
Whatever. The people of the squad are unknowingly protecting these guys by helping them keep the vault a secret. Darian told us that the vault was being repaired so we could have a safe place to live with lots of food and water. But it's all a lie. I've been in there and looked around. The vault is dead, and the food and water machines don't work. Our food and water's been coming from the spoils of raids against caravans. Look, I've got to go home and warn everyone about what's going on here. We can't help these monsters. Will you take me home?
Alright, I'll take you home.
Really? Awesome! Can you do me another thing?
What is it?
If you find any more of those gummy clusters, can you give me some?
We should probably wean you off of these.
Fuck you! Fuck you so much! Leave the squad now!
Anyway, I took her to her mom.
You saved my daughter. I can never repay you for your kindness. Please wait here. I need to talk to Chrissy, and then I'd like to talk to you.
Alright.
Well, this sucks.
What's new?
Go talk to Zeke. I convinced him to lay off the Zaza for a bit, and he wants to speak to you. You should go see him now.
Alright. To Zeke. Again.
Rebecca has told me what you did for her. I want to apologize for the treatment you received. You didn't deserve it. That extraterrestrial Zaza had me seeing the inner workings of an anime editor's engagement optimization data. It
wasn't pretty.
What can I help you with?
Well, I've got some questions. What do you intend to do about the raiders?
Nothing.
We're fucked.
They control everything. If I raise my hand, they will strike back with the force of the toxic side of the JoJo fan base. A horrible situation, really.
And you work for him?
I do. I act as a middleman, although I'm not happy about it, now that I know their endgame.
Do you have some way of getting to the vault?
Well, the door next to me leads to a trap door. And no pun intended, but that thing is filled with traps. I also have this key card that opens up the elevator on the other side of the loading zone.
I'll take that key card then. I'm gonna try and take them down.
Good luck. They are a nasty bunch.
I walked up to the elevator and used the key card.
What the? You can't be down here!
Yes I can.
What kind of idiot would ever fall for that?
Hey, you can't be in here! Yeah, I can. Oh, okay, go ahead. I don't know. So this was one of the worst combats I've ever had the pleasure to experience. I don't do enough damage. God damn it. Wish you would crit. I'm dead. The other guy's gonna freaking shoot me. After about 3 tries and barely even killing one enemy, I decided to come back later when I had more gear and was leveled up. So the only other lead I had was the New California Republic, which was to the west of here. If I remember correctly from Fallout 1's ending, it used to be called Shady Sands. Upon my arrival to the NCR, I sold some stuff for money with a guy named Buster. A little southwest was where the actual entrance to the town was. Unlike Vault City, anybody is free to go in, but the town guard told me to put away my weapons. I complied, and when I walked in, people were still mad at me for some reason. I thought it was a glitch, and then the cops killed me. Huh? Well, it turned out I actually had to tell Sulik to put his weapons away too. Great. On top of that, my last save was back at the squat. It wasn't too far away, so getting back wasn't that big of an issue, but it was still annoying. I retraded with Buster and proceeded to the town gate. Sulik.
What is it?
Put your weapon away.
Oh.
Now that I was in the NCR proper and not getting shot at, I explored a bit. The first place I visited turned out to be a chapel of some sorts. By the symbol on the walls, I thought it was for the followers of the apocalypse.
Greetings, child. Are you one of the enlightened?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Other than the enlightened, we are known by many names. The brilliant, the luminescent, the fluorescent, the bright, the LEP.
LEP?
Light-emitting people. Surely you have seen or heard of us before?
No, and you look pretty much like a normal person to me.
Oh no, that isn't quite right. Hang on. No wonder why my corneas weren't burning.
Maybe you should rethink your whole dogma. I don't think anyone wants to stare at that. They'll burn their eyes out.
Oh, you seem to misunderstand, child. We burn so bright, only so people can see the darkest darkness.
Can you turn around for a second? There's something I'd like you to see.
Oh, sure. What am I supposed to be looking at? God damn it. Get away!
Yeah?
Tell Carmichael, we are switching to the code of Cram now!
Yay, Graham!
I left the chapel and walked around some more. I decided to go to a bar named Dusty's Cantina for some information.
What can I get for you?
Information? What is there to do around here?
Depends. What type of shit are you looking to do?
Faction-specific stuff that may or may not help me progress the main storyline.
Oh, in that case, I hear President Tandy's looking for a specialist.
President Tandy? Who is she?
Daughter of President Aradesh, guy who founded the NCR. She's been president for years. Does a good job. Recently instituted anti-stupid laws. Let me ask you something. Are you stupid?
Yes.
Good answer. Only the people who can recognize their own faults are the true geniuses of our society. Guess I won't need to report you.
Okay, thanks, bye. Tandy is the new leader of the NCRA. For those who saw my Fallout 1 video, Tandy was a girl Colt saved from the Raiders and Shady Sands. This is what she looked like. I decided to find Tandy to ask her about that specialist job, and to maybe help me attain a Gek. There is a statue of the Vault Dweller in the middle of town. Damn, they made him kind of thick though. Hey, a bulge too. Nice. To the east of the statue was the government building. I went inside and spoke to the greeter.
Welcome to Congress House. Open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Would you like to try our new Deadlock Burger? It's made with our signature purple sauce.
This is a restaurant?
Yes, sir. Congress House has been open since President Tandy took office. The fellas in the law needed a place to eat, and so why not have a fast food joint built directly into the government building? It's as American as you can get.
I guess so.
So, what do you want to order?
Yeah, I'll have a meeting with the president with a side of a Gek, please.
We don't serve Gek here, unless you're talking about our patented Gecko fries.
I just want to speak to the president. Heard she needed a specialist.
Oh, why didn't you just say so? Speak to Mr. Gunther. He's in the back. And remember, come back on Filibuster Friday to get a free small filibuster fry and a Supreme Court cola with your next court order.
So I went through the door.
Sorry, sir. Congress House is in that room you were just in.
I'm here for the specialist job, for President Tandy.
In that case, she's instructed me to send in anyone asking about it. You're buzzed in. This is the door to my right.
He entered the door on his left.
That's my left, you moron. Am I gonna have to ban you for violating the anti-stupid laws?
It's a misunderstanding, I assure you. I didn't hear you say my right.
Right. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
I went to Gunther's right and met with Tandy.
I'm Tandy, president of the NCR. My boys tell me you're looking for work. What are you handy at?
Well, I can fist a guy pretty hard.
Excuse me?
I punch good.
Ah, I see. Not sure if a fist fighter is quite what I'm looking for. Sure you can handle yourself?
I'm confident in my abilities and myself.
You sound just like what's needed.
Great. What do you need?
We need some computer parts for one of our old bases, Vault 15. Problem is there are a bunch of squatters there who won't let anybody by. Somebody has to convince them to let us in, or just bring us back the parts. Up for the job?
Yeah, sure, I'll help you out.
You will be rewarded.
I'd like to ask you some questions, though.
I've got a little time to spare. What do you want to know?
I'm looking for a geck. Would you happen to have one?
A geck? Like a gecko fries?
No, never mind. Would you happen to know where Vault 13 is?
Well, with that suit you're wearing, I figured you already knew.
Nah, I'm from a village. This belonged to our founder, the Vault Dweller.
You're serious, aren't you? If we're talking about the same person, he saved my life from some raiders, then vanished. When I start thinking it was only a dream, I go look at that statue up front.
The one with the bulge?
Have you noticed, haven't you? That idea was mine. You know, he once asked me to have sex with him, right? No, wait. Did I just imagine that? He did ask me to go with him, but I declined, fearful of the outside. After he left, I realized I caught feelings for him, but it was too late. Figured I'd honor him somehow.
Well, that is quite a weird way to honor him, but I guess he'd find it flattering.
My dad and Seth searched for years trying to find Vault 13. They died looking. Always said it was west of here. If somebody were to find Vault 13, that'd do us even better than 15.
Well, my ancestor got kicked out of Vault 13 once his quest was complete. He said the overseer there was kind of an asshole. Caught on his little vault slut, or something. Crazy.
Crazy? My father was crazy once.
Well, I don't think you'd have any luck with Vault 13. From the stories I heard, they didn't quite like outsiders.
Well, as long as the place isn't overrun with, say,
death claws,
I can't see why we wouldn't want to make contact.
I guess so. Do you think you could tell me about the NCR itself?
Actually, I'm running out of time here to chat, so take this holodisc that I totally didn't prepare in case I meet with people I want to stop talking to. Bye.
After being kicked out to do my job, I read the holodisc Tandy gave me. Blah blah blah, propaganda, blah blah blah. I left to go back to Vault 15. It was a short journey, but somehow I ran into some super mutants and promptly died. Really? My last save was before talking to Tandy.
Tandy, president of NCR.
Alright, let's do this again. I made it to Vault 15 with no problems and mentally prepared myself for the shit show I was about to descend into. Once in the caves below, I employed the tactic of luring the cons to the other entrance. I circled around back to the elevator entrance. Then I snuck past my enemies. It took a couple of tries, but I eventually ran inside the vault and took the elevator. Whoops, wrong floor. Now that I was at the bottom of the vault, I figured I need to kill Darian to get those computer parts. Immediately, I found them in the first locker I checked. Oh, the computer parts. Okay, well, I still kind of want to kill Darian.
Fuck you.
Well, he didn't give me much of a chance to talk my way out of this. I managed to kill Darian after knocking him over, and his dog. But the multitude of people in this room with weapons that could take away 3/4 of my HP in one shot made getting out pretty hard. I reloaded the save I made after I got the parts and just booked it. It took me around 25 minutes of constant dying and reloading to fumble my way out of there.
Oh no.
Okay. 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 Go. There's no way. I think this is, I think I made it. Oh. Oh. I made it. I made it. I made it. Luckily, people don't follow you out of loading cells. Now that I escaped with my life, I went back to the NCR to give Tandy the good news. I knew I would be back here in the future to save the squat from Darian's hand. Back in the NCR, I headed to Conger's house.
Oh, you're back. Should you report on the outcome of your mission?
Uh-huh.
Alright. I'll buzz you right in.
Back you are. So, is the job done?
Job's done. I've got the computer parts for you.
Yes, finally, my RTX 31000. I can finally play Half-Life Barney.
What are you talking about?
It's some really complicated AI governance program. Don't worry about it. I'll get my assistant to square things up with you.
Back so soon. Now what?
The president said to see you a better reward.
Damn straw. Okay. Yeah, let me hook you up. Go get yourself something to eat.
Ah, sweet. A gift card.
Hey, people. A few moments later.
Oh boy, can't wait to use this gift card to get my free meal. Gone filibustering, be back eventually.
Are you fucking...
Man, fucking filibuster Fridays. Oh look, another Brotherhood of Steel base thing.
Hello, Brass. I'm Luke. What can I do for you?
How do you know my name?
Joshua mentioned that you stopped by our den office. Oh, hang on. Yes! Ray gun! Anyway, he said you were...
Small fish.
Making
big waves.
I mean, you know what they say. There's plenty of other waves in the sea.
Sure. Anyway, I've said enough for now. I gotta get back to some important business. I think you should get about your own... Oh, that's one headshot.
Wait, can I ask you some questions?
Fine. One question. What'll it be?
You know where I can find Vault 13?
I could tell you how to find it. Location is stored in the Vault 15 computer systems. Are you fucking kidding? You just took my Olivia.
I just nearly escaped my death there, and now I have to go back.
Tough shit. Figure it out anyway. Bye. Alright, guys, I'm back.
God damn it, this fucking sucks.
Oh my god, somebody's got to do something. What do? I need some help quick. Oh god, it's Jack. He's threatening to blow up the power plant. There's no time. You have to stop him for me. You can do that, can't you?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Stay back! I have a bomb strapped to my chest! Wait!
Problem solved.
Wait. He's damaged the core unit. It's got to be fixed before things really go to hell. You any good at repairing things?
No.
Well, I knew I wasn't strong enough to go back into Vault 15, so I decided to do the next best thing, acquire a car. Back on the world map, my next destination was New Reno. It was in the direction of the den, so I hoped to run into it. My encounter rate was off the charts for this journey. There were about 11 encounters, none of which were those stupid fucking mantises.
Oh, shit.
Listen, I'm fine with these mantis because it's free XP as far as I'm concerned. Alright. Oh, another swarm of mantis. It would... bonus move so I can get away from these guys. Mantis training. Jesus, we're making no progress. I mean, free experience, but it's boring. I mean, how many times can you frickin' punch a mantis in the face, dude? Well, at least they gave me enough experience to level up again. Finally, I arrived. We're in New Reno. I didn't actually stay in the den that long. I knew it was a hive of scum and villainy and I wanted to get that Highwayman already. So I barely did any quests that would decide the town's fate. The first place I went into was called the Jungle Gym. As I walked in, I saw two big guys in a ring about to beat the ever-living shit out of each other. I figured this might be the perfect place to train my unarmed skill.
You want a piece of me? Yeah, I want a piece of you. You want a piece of me? Yeah, I want a piece of you.
What do you want, big guy?
Who are you?
What? You ain't heard of me? Stuart? Stuart Little? Biggest mouse in all of Reno? Someone's done you a disservice not telling you about me, pal. Got a name?
I'm Brass. I noticed you got a ring behind you. Who are they?
Who are they? That's Snowbell and George.
Those are some very small names for such big men.
They're fighting to compete against the biggest bitch award.
Against?
Yeah, the biggest bitch award goes to the, get this, biggest bitch. The loser gets it.
Interesting. Well, I'm not a bitch. Can I try my hand at boxing then?
Let me take a good look at you. 9 strength, huh? Not too shabby. Calloused hands, good. My God, you're bald! Oh yeah, I'd totally get you in. That's practically a superpower.
Am I supposed to take that as a compliment?
Well, considering bald people have probably lost all their hair due to radiation exposure, I'd say the majority of them are probably pretty tough if they're still alive and kicking.
Hey, you know, got a pretty good point there.
But listen, I'll give you a chance. But I ain't anything, you hear? I'm doing you a favor, taking some unknown under my wing. My take is half the winnings. No arguments.
Cut your take down to 25% and we got a deal.
Fuck you, you bald fuck. 50-50 or I'll grease up your head and toss you like a bowling ball.
Alright, 50-50.
Good. Now you're gonna need a name, you know? A handle.
Try again.
Username?
Uh-uh.
Gamer tag?
Yep.
You're gonna need a gamer tag. Something that sounds tough, mean. Like you've just eaten a load of spinach and gotta blow a load.
Bonesaw.
Bonesaw Brass? Brass the Bonesaw?
Just Bonesaw.
Okay. Bonesaw. You ready?
In this corner, the challenger, weighing in at 189 pounds, fresh from the wasteland and new to New Reno, Bonesaw. And in this corner, weighing in at 181 pounds, you know him, you love him, Carlton Banks.
Would you make me a sandwich?
No. And without further ado, let's get ready to beat off.
What?
Holy shit. Would you make me a sandwich?
No. And the winner by murder is Bonesaw.
Get killed, idiot.
Holy shit, you fucking killed the guy.
Nobody but my mother asked me to make a sandwich.
I'll say, let me know when you're ready for your next match.
Give me a second. Gotta save.
What?
Alright, I'm ready.
Alright.
And so, Bonesaw engaged in a series of boxing matches. Match 2 versus Snowbell. Match 3 versus George. Each won by utilizing the secret boxing technique taught by Master Sullivan, the subdural hemorrhage. Now, we join Bonesaw amidst the championship match.
Let's watch.
Ladies and germs, put your hands together for our championship boxing match. In this corner, the challenger, weighing in at 189 pounds, fresh from the wasteland, new to New Reno, and on a hell of a winning streak. It's Bonesaw!
I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
And in this corner, weighing at 177 pounds, you know him, you love him, Ian Hecox!
Shut up!
And without further ado, let's get ready to beat off.
That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?
No, but suppose I had a husband who gave this to me. Let's say he bought this for our 10-year anniversary, and not only is he my lover, he's also my best friend and my soulmate. Should I be ashamed of who I hypothetically love? For someone with a strange YouTube channel due to, I assume, an epic battle between food that debuted sometime between the mid to late 2000s, you're not very tolerant of those different to yourself. You're on the wrong side of history, Mr. Hecox, and I bid you to shut up.
Bonesaw, you didn't just win Biggest Bitch Battle 2241. What are you going to do now?
I'm going to raid all your lockers.
Oh boy, can I come?
No!
You did it, kid. You son of a bitch, you did it.
What do I win?
Besides the popularity, well, you can raid all of our lockers. You get 5% more unarmed damage and damage resistance. And you can try out to become a porn star, if you like.
Well, I was already gonna raid the lockers, but I'm good on that last part.
Suit yourself. The little part in my name is only a reference to my height, if you catch my drift.
Oh. Yeah, whatever. After acquiring what I could from all the lockers, I decided to explore a bit of New Reno. My goal right now was to get that Highwayman working. I needed the fuel cell controller to get Smitty to fix it. To get the fuel cell controller, I needed to trade a super toolkit with Skeeter from Gecko. I remembered that the super toolkit was mentioned by that maintenance worker Valerie in Vault City who needed a wrench and pliers. I already had the pliers, so I still needed the wrench, and after shamelessly looking up some locations for it, the closest location was in New Reno Arms' basement. I finally found New Reno Arms on the west side of town. I waited until day and walked in. By completely ignoring the owner's warnings, I went to the storage rooms in the back to look for the stairway. It took me a little bit to find it, thanks to the trimetric viewpoint of the game. The stairs were hidden behind a shelving unit and was incredibly hard to see. Now, in the basement, I checked every nook and cranny until I found the wrench. I also found out that I had an ear from one of the boxers in my inventory. Ear? I guess this was in reference to Mike Tyson. What's with the sloinker down here? Huh?
Penis! Penis!
Oh, we're playing that game, huh?
Penis!
More!
Penis!
More! Proceeded back upstairs and tried to sneak out. Unfortunately, I couldn't lockpick the back door, so I had to go through the front.
Hey, what the fuck were you doing back there? Don't give me that look. You saw, didn't you? Oh no, you don't!
I took a couple of shots in the back, but I was able to get out with 69 health. My next destination was Vault City, to trade in the wrench and pliers. Along the way, I got into a couple of encounters, and holy shit, this is when the game just throws a bunch of enemies at you. The worst part isn't the damage, it's the amount of time it takes to finish these kind of encounters. I returned to Vault City and went straight to the maintenance center.
You've got the goods?
Yeah, here you go. 1 wrench and 1 plier.
Thanks. Hey, these look like shit. Where'd you get them from?
The pliers I don't remember, but the wrench I got from the basement of an arms dealer in New Reno. There was a guy yelling penis down there. Don't ask me why.
Right. Well, these will have to do, I guess. Here's a few bucks for your trouble.
That's it?
What? Were you expecting something else?
One of those super toolkits?
Dude, the whole point of you getting me the tools was because I didn't even get the toolkit I requested. Are you a fucking moron or what?
Last I checked, I had at least 7 intelligence.
Yeah, well, I have some work to do. Come back tomorrow if you wish to chat.
Alright. Well, shit. Nothing else to do. I waited a day outside of town, which is kind of stupid how you have to leave the city to do that, and returned to speak to Valerie. I have returned.
You won't believe this.
The super toolkit arrived?
Wow, yeah, how did you know?
I had a hunch.
Well, they actually gave me 5 of them. I don't know what kind of Fentley Zaza they're smoking over there out in the ordering office, but hey, I won't have to put in a request for another one of these babies for at least 125 years.
Do you mind if I take one?
Okay, I guess make that 100 years.
Super toolkit, check. Now I needed to go back to Gecko to trade for the fuel cell controller. I parted ways with Valerie and took the day's journey over there. I couldn't remember exactly where Skeeter was located, so I ended up checking the north of Gecko first. Skeeter?
Gordon.
Whatever.
You know I really owe you, brass. Now I can get every radio I've ever wanted, all at Gecko in Vault City's expense. Yes, the exponential growth of my rad-maxing journey has commenced.
Just be careful not to overdose, dude. I went around a bit more until I found Skeeter. Skeeter?
Right here, lad. I see you got a super toolkit. Oh, snap back. They're the best.
Care to trade me a fuel cell controller for it?
Nah, I'm thinking a device.
What?
Just kidding. Ha! Here we go. One fuel cell controller.
Nice. Well, I'll be going now. Now began the long journey to Klamath.
3 weeks later.
Alright. It's a frickin' Klamath, dude. Where's the stem car? Wait. Is it in Klamath? Now began the short journey to the den.
The next day.
Alright, I have arrived. Now to see Smitty in the junkyard.
Jumping Jimmy in a jackalope!
John Jump.
Jim! What can I do for you now?
Look what I've got!
Well, call me Mr. Electric and send my ass to the principal's office. That's a Chrysalis Highwayman fuel cell controller. Where'd you get one of those?
I traded a super toolkit for one of them in Gecko.
Super toolkit? Hey, I have one of those. You're telling me I could have traded for one all this time?
Sure.
Can I touch it?
Only if you agree to install it in that Highwayman over there.
2,000 is a deal!
Fine, here you go.
Oh, baby. Me and you are gonna have so much fun!
Later that same evening.
Ah! Fuck. Job's done! I already warmed her up for you.
Right. I also have this fuel cell regulator.
$750 and I'll install it!
Here you go.
Oh, baby! Let's get ready for round 2! I'm finished! Take good care of her, yeah?
I will. Alright, Sulik. You ready to get this shit going?
We do be calling shotgun.
Wear your seatbelt. Wouldn't want you to fall out.
We were not wanting to fall out too.